All right. Welcome to another edition of the Barely Watching Podcast. I go by the name of Cobra Karate, sipping on that Coke and that water. And yeah, I love Sergeant.
No doubt. No doubt. It's your man D Mobile across the global.
Black Seth Rogen. It's your girl K.I. Double on that water as well, trying to stay sober. It's fine Palm Sunday.
Palm Sunday. Sunday.
I wanted to have a drink, but I'm starting this diet thing because I'm going to motherfucking Hawaii.
Really?
So I gotta get my abs straight so I can be,
body tight. Get your body tight.
Yeah.
Body tight.
Body
body.
I'm gonna be passing the poi, mahalo, and all that.
So are you trying to tell us that you used your stimulus to get your BBL? Is that what you're trying to say to us?
I don't know what BBL means, but sure.
Body work.
You got your body work.
Trying to get that body right. The body.
You know what sucks? I got upset because my trip to Hawaii is going to cost me about as much as my stimulus, right? But hold on, I was doing it with or without the stimmy, but now it looks as if I got the stimmy and now I'm going to Hawaii, which I'm slightly.
Turn your mic volume down a little bit.
I don't know how to turn the volume down.
It's a little up.
Should I just move it away from me like that? Is that better?
Yeah, move it away a little bit.
How's that?
That's cool.
Yeah, I just moved it. I don't.
Yeah, but fuck it. I'm saying fuck what they think, man. Fuck what they think.
Use that
you
up for that.
You know what I'm saying? Yo,
no, I'm not talking about what people think. I'm the only one who knows. I kind of like, damn, D, you got your stimmy, you go to Hawaii with it. It's kind of corny, but whatever.
Nah, that's kind of dope.
Nigga ain't corny. Fuck
Enjoy
that.
it.
You know what I'm saying? Don't try to conform to these to these societal norms of what niggas deem as normal. That shit, nigga, fuck that. Nigga, you do you. Regardless if you doing it with the stimmy or not. You do fucking
I'm here for it.
I'm gonna do me, and I'm gonna do someone else too.
I hear you.
So
ain't nothing wrong with that.
I'm gonna do a couple someone's, hopefully.
So are you gonna? Oh, okay. Are you gonna post? Are you gonna post pictures from while you're in Hawaii from your trip with the person you're going with?
I never said I was going with anyone. First of all,
okay.
You always be digging a little too motherfucking much. Secondly, I'm probably not gonna put pictures up. Probably not. I don't know. Okay. Like,
can we talk about posting of your significant other, or did we talk about this last week?
Didn't we talk about it?
No,
I feel
you
like
didn't.
we did. Okay, no, then maybe this week's group chat has been lit. That's what it is. I think just this week's group chat has been lit. But posting significant other, I just asked because you're going on a trip. I don't know if you're going with someone, so I apologize for poking or digging a little too deep. You could be on a guy's trip. I don't know it could be anything, could be work, whatever. Spiritual, however. Anyways, the big thing or some things that have come up is posting your significant other. Like, when is it okay to post your significant other? Is it okay not to post your significant other with, being in the new world of everybody wants to know, like, should you post when you're married? Do you not post when you're married? And I can give you some more insight on why I asked if y'all want to get you. But what's your opinion?
I feel like,
go ahead.
I feel like for me, the time to post your significant other is when they pressure you to do so. That's when it's time to do it. I've only done it once in a relationship I was in when I did it. To this day, she swears it was my idea. Anyone who knows me knows that I would not fucking want to do that. Right?
Did you take the picture?
Huh?
You took the picture though.
Yeah,
you were okay. You're okay with taking the pictures, but you're not okay with posting. The pictures are more for you personally. Is that
the point I'm trying to get at? Is I'm okay with relationship status, with pictures of us. I'm okay with it if she wants it. It's not something I want. I would rather not. But I don't not want to do it as much as they would want to do it. So that's the way I feel about a relationship. If
that's compromise,
if I don't want to do something, but you want to do it more than I don't, you win.
That's fair.
my thing is post them if they're yours. That's the one I'm saying. That's the right time to post.
Yeah, but how do you know they're yours?
I mean, put it like this. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
You gotta ask.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, if you gotta ask, like, yo, hey, you mind if I post this? Then maybe, you know what I'm saying? But that's cool. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. You know, because sometimes some people be in between relationships, whatever, and they transitioning. I get that. But my thing is, yo, do what you feel. I mean, just because it's not on social media doesn't mean that it's not real. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, you know, a lot of people get this whole thing. Oh my God, yo, you didn't post your wife, a picture of your wife because it's her birthday. Yo, is everything good with you guys? I'm like, nigga, I told my wife happy birthday when I woke up. I gave her a kiss. I bought her this and that. Fuck, I need to post it on social media for. You know what I'm saying? And so people get that. Oh damn, yo, you never post your kids, nigga. That don't mean I don't take care of them. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So it's like it don't matter, but my thing is, yo, do what you do that makes you happy. Like me, I don't post that much on social media, like, you know, whatever, because I really don't care for everybody to what's going on in my business. But if I got, but if we killing it, we got some outfits. Oh yeah, damn sure we posting that shit.
Yeah,
everybody's seeing that, especially if niggas wasn't out. I'm saying, especially if niggas wasn't out when we was there. Oh nigga, yo, you posting. You getting side views,
so
getting all that.
So I wanted real quick, I wanted to say, rest in peace to Mo Hampton.
Big time. Big time.
We love you.
That shit fucked me up, man.
Rest in peace, Maurice.
What?
So
yeah.
Maurice Hampton. I don't know if you knew him or not, but yeah. I saw that he passed away, and everyone's putting the things on to the Facebook thing. And to his sister, I inboxed her and spoke to her and said my condolences and all that. The point I'm trying to get at is I just don't feel like, I don't understand this mentality of people that if it ain't on Facebook, it ain't real. Like I'm not going to put happy birthday to my mom on Facebook. I'm not, because I can call my mom and tell her happy birthday. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna I'm not dissing no one who does it. I'm not. All I'm saying is I don't see the point in it for me, because I can call her and tell her that. If you put something up, if you, Keyshawn, if you put something up on Facebook and there was something wrong with you, I'm gonna call you. I'm not gonna comment on your post. What's wrong, baby girl? You know I'm here for you. I'm gonna call you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And people even go as far as, like, I saw someone put on Facebook that they needed something, and then a friend of theirs, who I know is a close friend of theirs, put on Facebook, yeah, I got it, just call me. And I was just like, you could have just skipped a step and just texted and be like, yo, I'm not judging no one. I just think I don't understand why that needs to be done.
And
well, okay. No, go ahead, Kylie.
Oh, and I was saying that that became the proper norm. It's like everybody does that, almost like a form of clout, or or flexing. Everybody does that. I'm gonna put it on social media so everybody knows. It's like that shit don't matter. That shit don't matter, especially with D. It's like D's birthday. I'm just gonna text him happy birthday. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care to put it on social media. I don't care to put this big thing like, yo, y'all been friends. I'm saying y'all been friends over 30 years. Blah blah blah. Why the fuck do I gotta put all that, this heartfelt thing, saying my brother, I love you? I can just call him and text him and say, hey, you know what I'm saying? That's it. Me doing that, to me, it shows like me doing that. I'm trying to say I knew him the longest and I have claim over him, and I'm the most important friend on Facebook by posting shit like that.
And to me, I feel like it's kind of corny. I feel like I'm sort of flexing by calling the person. Like, hi, you niggas can only Facebook. I can call. Like, I kind of feel like I'm low key flexing to myself.
I was gonna say that about that part, because sometimes you could just be strolling and you just, like, you can see somebody say something and you just respond. So it's kind of like you're texting because you're so kind of. So I can understand.
And that's what I was getting at. That it's become sort of like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but as far as, like, you know, Kylie said, like, Damn. Oh, okay. About like putting out what you want to, like, you know these people personally, so you don't need to kind of put that shit out there. You're not gonna, extend a huge happy birthday knowing that person doesn't care. And I definitely feel that people do try to use the ownership, because when random people do like a big happy birthday for me on social media, which I like it because I try to make other people feel special, it makes me feel special. But when a random person does it with like a random picture of us, I'm kind of like, but we're not really friends, because you would still text me. So it means more, because like, I want the text messages, and sure, thanks for the Facebook shout out. That's cool. I'm not asking for it, but at least I know that you knew me enough to text me happy birthday, not just put it on social media. Like, don't just do that. Like,
this is where I slightly disagree and going to slightly contradict myself. I don't know. I think it's kind of cool when a person that I'm not that tight with shouts me out on Facebook for my birthday. I feel like that's cool. I feel like if you don't have my number, but you fuck with me enough to take time out of your day to big me up on my birthday on your Facebook, I think that's kind of dope.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I guess earlier what I was speaking about who got my phone number.
Yeah. No, not that like people you don't know. It's like when someone you can tell is trying to claim that ownership of your friendship, when you like, this is a lot that you're saying when we're really not, like you could not text me, versus just saying shout out to Demario, happy birthday, and that's somebody who couldn't really text you. You know what I'm saying? If that person
I don't know if that happens with dudes though. Does it?
Yeah.
It does. Really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Dudes like to say that they know somebody. I was with Lil Baby. Shout out to Lil Baby, happy birthday. You got one picture with Lil Baby, but you probably just seen him through the show. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I hate that.
That's not your man's. Like,
the 3 years in a row.
The same one picture you got with fucking
3 years in a row. Keep on posting that every year on the person's birthday. Hell yeah. 3 years in a row, you post that same pic. Yo, just want to give a shout out. Yo, you doing your thing, King. Yo, keep on. Nigga, it's the same picture from last year when you first met this nigga at a show.
So
when this nigga doing meet and greets.
Yeah.
This nigga doing meet and greets. You know what I'm saying? Nigga doing meet and greets. You taking a picture. And then now you use that picture for the next 5 years. I'm saying for that person's birthday, talking about, yo, it's my nigga. Like, you don't know that nigga. No. You paid. You saying you paid the $20. You're saying for the meet and greet. You know what I'm saying? If I can take the picture.
So I can go.
Not shouting him out like you're a fan. Shouting him out like he's your nigga. Like, it's a difference when you got that one picture with Beyonce. So every year you're like, I met Beyonce. Like, that's different versus. This is my girl. I see her every day.
I'm saying, but you posting that picture like y'all niggas grew up in the sandbox together. I ain't about.
I tell you what, I noticed that a lot of again, I don't know if dudes do it. I guess I never paid attention really. They probably do. But girls on your birthday, girls will put pictures of themselves with you. And like so here's the thing. One, putting pictures of themselves with you to me seems like they kind of like, I don't know, kind of try to wear white on your wedding day, sort of, to me. And then, and then also, a lot of times the pictures, they be looking banging in the pictures. So it's like, and I'm thinking about one person in particular. I think you should kind of know who I'm thinking of. Might know who I'm thinking of. But she be doing that. Like, she be posting the pictures of people with their birthday. And Keisha be doing that shit too, actually. And it'd be like,
first of all, I make sure we both look good.
I'd be like, come on, you know this picture's about you. You know this picture's about you.
Anytime we take pictures of Mario, I'd be like, do you like it? Even from when you first came to Atlanta, the first, like, we went to the Mexican restaurant. I'm like, you like these pictures? You were like, I don't really care for the pictures.
You don't give a damn about no picture.
Whatever. I try to get your approval. But
sometimes you gotta remind niggas.
Yeah,
sometimes you gotta remind motherfuckers, like, yo, I was killing it in that. I was killing it that day. You know what I'm saying? But happens my man's birthday. Shout out to you, nigga. But do you see this motherfucking outfit?
No, I feel you on that. I feel you on that. But to me, it got, because I used to son, that thing, sometimes you don't go home because enough niggas ain't seen you in that outfit yet. I was that nigga. I was that nigga. But the thing is, like, I try to fight that sometimes. And yeah.
Shit, sometimes the outfit be too good. I'll be like, oh, this spot's open. I'm saying, let me pull up across the street and go over where the crowd's at, waiting in line and shit.
You know what I started doing? You know what I started doing?
What?
I started estimating it early in the day.
That's Kylie walking around.
I started estimating it early in the day. Be like, you know what? I'm gonna go home, take this motherfucker off, Try this again tomorrow. Like
exactly.
If I start getting that feeling that it's not gonna get the proper shine today, take my ass home, take this motherfucker off, and we're gonna run this back tomorrow.
or you just save it for another time. We'll save it for another time. Like, niggas didn't really see me in this. You know what I'm saying? Yo, let me save that for next week. I'm saying
you make it a little better. Make it a little better next time. You're like, okay, let me make practice. Sure I could do this a little bit better. Wear a different hat with it.
Oh, I've been there. I've been there.
Okay, so look, I asked that question because in our group chat, it came up that, someone asked, hey, one of my friends just got married on Facebook, and they never posted a picture of their husband. They just posted that they got married. So they've never posted a picture, throughout their dating phase. And they, changed their status on their Facebook, said I'm married to this man, but has never posted a picture of the man and didn't really tag the man. So this person in a group text was like, hey, a friend of mine just got married and has never posted their man on their social media. Do you think it's weird if I ask why, they haven't posted their man? So a couple of people had expressed, people, like you said, keep their relationship private. They only post what they want to. Some people don't post anything. Coworkers have asked like, oh, I see your Facebook, but I never see pictures of your boyfriend. Like different people in the group chat had answered. My answer was, if this person was your friend, you would have seen their man by now, because I feel like, their life is however they live it, and their friends know who they date. And if you're not a friend, you just don't know it. You're just an associate. You're a Facebook friend. That's not a real life friend. And I think it is rude to cross that line and ask somebody like, hey, how come you haven't posted your husband or haven't posted your wife? I think it's okay to kind of live your life however you choose to. And like Demario said, if it's some pressure in a relationship and it's compromised, and sure, I'm gonna throw my picture of my wife up there, or my girl, whoever I'm dating at the time. But then there's other things of like, if you don't see it, it's not real. Like Kylie said, like if people don't see him posting his kids, like I still got these motherfuckers and take care of them. That don't mean that, like, just because I'm not posting them, that doesn't mean anything. So that's why I do that.
I think it's okay to ask. And I think I'll go a step further. I think you should ask. I think you should know what's going on. So that way, because certain things may come up in conversation or certain jokes may come up and you could be talking about something that they're sensitive to. So I think that you should ask them. But I think that the way to ask it is not to imply that there's something wrong with not posting. That's important. I think that what needs to happen is you go, hey, is there a reason why you and so don't post things on Facebook, on social media? Like, that's the way to ask, not why don't you ever put him up? You know what I mean? That's a judgment. There's judgment to that. So, but I think that you should ask, because who knows? There could be some specific reason why they don't, and then everyone's laughing and joking, and they joke about that reason, and that person gets sensitive to it. You know what I mean? So I think if that's your people, you should know what's going on in their life, and sometimes you kind of got to dig a little to get it.
Yeah, my thing is, I really don't like. I don't think it's. Who cares? That's my thing is, who cares? Like, okay, like I'm saying, like you were saying, like if you really know me, you know that I got a significant other. You know what I'm saying? Yo, you've been to my wedding. But if I don't want to post this person, who cares? Doesn't mean I don't have it. And like, yo, I'm not posting my financial information to let you know that I got money or let you know that I'm good out here. Who gives a fuck? You know what I'm saying? Because social media, you can construct social media to any way you want to live your life. If you want your life, to appear glamorous, you could do that. If you want your life to appear regular, you could do that. It doesn't fucking matter. You can ask, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, what I put on there is basically how I'm structuring my life to look on social media. You know what I'm saying? So it really don't matter. I'm saying it really don't matter. If you know me, you know that me and mine is good, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? But if your significant other saying something, that's a conversation for y'all.
Yeah.
But other than that, yo, who cares? Who cares at the end of the day? That's what I say. Who cares? You know what I'm saying? Who cares?
I'm on the who cares train too. I feel like if it's your friend, you don't have to dig. Your friend will tell you.
It's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you know, you know. If you don't, okay. That's fine too. But it's just like, obviously I'm posting this and putting this information out there because some I don't want y'all to know what the fuck is going on in my life, or I don't want y'all to have.
I just feel like
into my life.
I just feel like y'all are both looking at it from the judgment point of view. It's like people are putting judgment on people. Like people are, well, I'm saying you're looking at it from the people who are like, why don't you ever put your man up? Like from the judgment point of view. I'm not looking at it like that. I'm not looking at it like that. All I'm saying is, if we go out to eat, and every time we go out to eat, I notice that you never sit with your back to the door. I'm your friend. I'm gonna say, hey, is there a reason why you don't sit with your back to the door? Mm-hmm. Well, I just think that sometimes as a friend, there's certain things that I don't know, that you kind of, I don't want to say need to know, but it would be kind of something that you and your friend should talk about. So like if I notice that a friend of mine was trying to hide their significant other or doing what I felt was hiding their significant other, I would feel obliged, almost a responsibility to ask, because like I said, you don't want to touch on that. If it's a sensitive subject, you don't want to touch on it. And you need to know that.
But you say keyword friend. I'm saying, but you say keyword friend. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
like you have that
not
access.
Posting me is not hiding. Not posting does not mean you're hiding your significant other. You're not posting them. But you said because they're not posting them, they're hiding them. Is there a reason why you're hiding your significant other? I'm not hiding them. I just posted I was married. The world knows I'm married. I'm a married woman now. The world knows I'm a married woman, so I'm not hiding him. I just don't post him.
I didn't say that, but not posted you're hiding. I said if you felt as if your friend was hiding their significant other, you would want to ask.
Always me.
No, I get that. Why? I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying with that too. I definitely get what you're saying with that.
And again, it's not for any other reason, in my opinion. It's not for any other reason than to know where I stand on this topic, so that when this topic comes up, I know where not to walk. It's all I'm saying.
Nope, I get that too.
I understand. I guess it is kind of a judgment point of view.
Like, because again, if we're looking at it from the why don't you ever put your man up point of view, yeah, shut the fuck up, mind your business. But there's a whole nother piece to it that, you might want to know what's going on in your friend's life. It may be something that they feel kind of whatever about bringing it up. And if they do feel kind of whatever about bringing it up, you need to know that as well. Mm-hmm. If you're going to be around them.
Mm-hmm. No, I mean, if you're in my life, if you're a friend, if you're a real friend, but you definitely have that access to ask them why this is going on, why you don't do that. So I'm good with it either way.
So DeMario, with you going on this trip, because this is where I came up, you're going on a trip to Hawaii.
Yeah.
Do your friends know? Are you going by yourself? Why you're going? Do your friends know what the purpose of this trip is? Do your friends know what's going on? Can your friends ask you, and you feel comfortable answering those questions to them?
I don't know if I told this nigga yet, but I think I told you. I think I told you about it, right?
Yeah, you told me. So
I don't know if I told him yet, but my friends can ask me about it, and my friends, most of them know about it. I just ain't talked to him in a minute.
Mm-hmm. So now, when you go on this trip and say you post pictures, maybe you just post pictures of the scenery, your food, some activities you do, and you come back. And people on Facebook, friends on Facebook, may want to know, DeMario, who'd you go on a trip with? DeMario, why are you out there? Oh, how was Hawaii? Like, what level of a certain friend can ask you that and you feel comfortable answering them honestly?
A friend that could text me and ask me.
Yes.
If you ask me on Facebook and the only way I can tell you is on Facebook, I probably won't feel comfortable sharing it with you because I don't want to put that information out for the public on Facebook. So I feel like if you see if a friend of mine has my phone number and sees that I'm posting pictures and they see a foot but not the rest of that person's body, right, in the picture, and they text me, yo, what's good, yo, who's that foot? I'll tell them.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna take out an ad in the paper and say I'm going to this place with this person for everyone to know.
Yeah. So the person in the group text, they understood my response to them. If that person was your friend, you would know their husband. But that's what I mean. There'll be certain people who don't have access to you who can't text you. So they can't do anything but write on Facebook. Why don't you post your person that you're with? Don't
Why
show the foot.
Why can't they?
Because they're probably not your real friend. And that was my response to her. Like, if this was your real friend, you would know her husband.
Or maybe not too, because this nigga don't know what's going on with me in Hawaii.
That ain't, well, I don't know if you go to Hawaii to get married. Like, unless you're gonna, I'm pretty sure you're gonna tell him you got time. You're not going to Hawaii tomorrow. So like, you got some time to tell him. I'm pretty sure you're gonna update him before you go.
But then again, your situation is, if pardon me if I'm making too many assumptions, but your situation, this person is asking from a why don't they ever post their man point of view.
Yes, that's the point of view.
So that makes your response perfectly viable, and I'm in agreement on that. You know what I'm saying? I'm in agreement on that. You know.
But you were just saying the other side of it is if it wasn't
if it's my people, if you know how we have the little get-togethers at your cribs, your family's crib. If someone that was one of those people had a boyfriend or girlfriend that it seemed as if they were trying to keep out of the limelight, I think everybody that would be at those get-togethers with us has a right to go, yo, is there a reason?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Absolutely. But what about the people that see us post about the get-togethers and be like, bro, I wasn't invited because you're not part of the circle. You're not in there. So that's what I mean. It's always those people that are outside the circle that want to know what the hell's going on in someone else's life.
And the thing is, I'm not mad at people for being nosy, though. I'm not mad at people for being nosy. I'm not mad at that. The problem is thinking that you deserve to know.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
The misunderstandings.
But that was
the misunderstanding.
That was so crazy because everybody in the group chat, everybody's response to that person was like, "What makes you worthy?" Like, you know, like I don't post half the shit I don't want, but you know my man. I don't post nothing about my man, but you know him because you're my friend. So you're not that girl's friend. Mind your business.
Yo, like, but that's nothing
for you to know. She told y'all she's married. Just accept it and keep moving. But that's what the world
like
needs
a bombshell. That's like a.
But to answer your question, she's not posting because she getting cheated on.
Derek Jackson.
It's stupid. Yo, that's like Derek a bombshell. And that's like a bombshell drop. Like for the person who thought y'all were really good, realize you guys wasn't that good. You be like, damn. You see everybody having fun. You be like, God damn, I thought that was my peoples. They saying they didn't invite me to the cookout.
Yeah,
I didn't even get that. Or you see them in pictures, you be like, damn, y'all niggas couldn't hit me up. It's like, oh, word. So I guess I ain't as cool. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it's just like, I mean, I'll shit. What about the motherfuckers that go out their way and show that they go out their way not to post their significant other or that other person? I'm like, all right, now I'm like, now you're doing that for talking points. I'm saying now you're doing that to start a conversation. I'm like, yo, we really don't care who you on vacation with, just have a good time. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, man, whatever. This nigga done froze.
No, I didn't.
Okay, I thought he didn't freeze. He went to sleep. I seen him.
He froze. That nigga was like,
this nigga done froze.
my shit don't freeze. Y'all shit be freezing.
That nigga stayed still. Earlier. He was just like,
he had no input. He was listening.
I had nothing to say about that piece, so I'm just chilling.
All right, I just want to make sure, man.
He's here.
Hey! I'm just here so I don't get fined.
It's all good fine. Like, yo, seriously. I thought this nigga was dead. Oh shit.
He finna end the whole podcast.
But yeah, man. So you know, it's still going on. It's still going on. You know what I'm saying? Versus alert, by the way, versus alert. I'm saying we get into that. But right now on Facebook, going back and forth, I was listening to a podcast, right? I was listening to Charlamagne and those podcast, Billy in his podcast, and they was talking about verses coming up and everything. And they were basically saying that, you know, who could, you know, battle Drake, you know, for now. They know Jay, you know, we know the Jays, we know the Kanyes. But Charlamagne basically said, yo, out of the past 10 years, Future could give Drake a run for his money when it comes to the verses. He's like, out of 20 songs, Future could give Drake a run for his money and verses. He didn't say beat or nothing like that, but he said give him a run for money. And I was like, yo, let's think about it. in the past 10 years, since 2010 to now, he's right. He's right, in my opinion. He's right. I'm like, yo, all these hits and these features, I'm like, he could give Drake a big run for his money. Not saying he could beat him. Not saying that he's better than Drake or anything like that. I'm just saying that out of 20 songs, he can give Drake a run for his money. Motherfuckers went crazy. Motherfuckers is like, hell no, he can't do that. That can't happen. Drake's this, Drake's that. And I'm like, yo, and I get it. You know what I'm saying? Talking about you guys as goats. You know what I'm saying? Talking about you guys as savior. Some people can't speak objectively when it comes to talking about a great. But my opinion, I think he definitely give him a run for his money. Because when you look at the influence on Atlanta music in the past 10 years, there was a sound like Drake. I mean, like Future had a sound, and it came to a point where everybody coming out, especially out of Atlanta or the South, was trying to sound like Future. Everybody was trying to sound like Future. So much influence and everything like that. In the club, Future, March Madness. So, like, yo, are you serious? Like, you thought like he owned the club. And these was acting like, yo, 20 songs? Get the hell out of here. I'm just saying. Niggas ain't looking at it objectively. And when they talk about them, saying when we talk about someone's goats or someone's heroes, whatever, their favorite, whatever, they can't speak on it objectively. But yeah, I mean, you know, I doubt that would happen. But yeah, what's your thought? What's your thoughts on that? Young correspondents. Yeah, young correspondents. Texas, Atlanta correspondents.
I think that Future can definitely go up against Drake. I don't think that he would win, but I do think that he has a catalog with the influence. But I also feel like a lot of big Future hits had Drake on them, so that would kind of just be more of a concert. Maybe Drake should battle Chris Brown, even though they're different, but they've both fucking mastered their own catalogs.
Nah, Chris Brown should. Only person I see Chris Brown battling right now is Usher. That's either Usher or Rihanna. That's it right now. But me personally, I think
he definitely get better.
Of course not. But me personally, I think Usher gets Chris Brown out of here. Me personally, I think
that's just because your era.
Well, Usher. Well, that's neither here nor there. But yeah.
Chris Brown has a project with like 40 songs on it, and out of the 40, all like at least 30 of them are straight hits.
No,
like it's ridiculous. Okay.
No, they're not. That double album?
Yes.
That double album? No, they had some hits on it.
It still rocks. I just saw to it the other day.
That's
cool. It was part of my playlist. Like that whole project does not get the credit it deserves. That whole project was Michael. Like Chris Brown's but Chris Brown and Drake are completely different. I get it, but they're both they're Michael Jacksons of their, they're their goats, that's what they are. So I feel like they can battle. I feel like Future can go up against Drake, but he's gonna get killed.
I won't say killed. He'll give him a run for his money. I can't say killed.
He's gonna give him a run. Yeah, I agree. I feel like he has the influence. He got features. He has projects he's dropped. He's had the biggest, run for 10 years in the South, changing all of that. Migos getting all of them, Young Thug, all of them people, bringing all of them up and having them all.
That's what I'm saying.
Be part of it. I do agree, but I don't think the 20 that Drake has can really win against Future's 20, but they can go against each other. Yeah, I feel you.
And also, let's keep it real. There's a lot of songs that Drake has that's not gonna do well in the verses, like a Hotline Bling, a fucking God's Plan, fucking
but that
all those
just
joints.
But that's
I'm
that's
just saying.
commercial shit. But that's just his commercial shit that he got. Like Future shit that he's gonna drop. Some of it's gonna be commercial. That's gonna help him. Like not March Madness, but like you're naming like Drake's commercial shit just to get over everybody. But all the other shit on his albums, like Take Care, all his other songs are crazy. Right. That's why I think he's battle Chris Brown.
Right. The reason why I say that is because people like, he got way more hits, and I'm just like, yo, those hits don't equate to a versus battle. I'm like, some of his greatest hits will not equate to his versus battle. So yeah, I'm not saying anything about his star power. I'm not saying anything. I'm saying as far as him dominating the charts, yes, he dominated the charts, definitely. But when it comes to just 20 songs, bangers, when it comes to verses, there's a lot of those top charting hits will not go well in the verses. When it comes to Drake, a lot of Future hits are mostly hits that went off in the club. And they give you a certain feel. I'm saying with that. So that's why I was saying that a lot of those hits could definitely do well in the verses. Not saying that he could beat them, but I'm saying that he could definitely give him a run for his money to the point of like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? It won't be like a clear shout out like 19-1. It definitely won't be that. But it would definitely be like, yo, I was a little worried for Drake right there, but goddamn, you know what I'm saying? Yo, he definitely came through. That's all I'm saying. Not saying that he's better. I'm saying that's just not saying that. I'm just saying he'll just give him a run for his money. That's all I'm saying.
Before DeMario goes, I'm gonna say I don't think that anybody will ever be worried about Drake. I don't think anybody will ever be worried about Drake. They'll just be like, okay, Future, I see how you keeping up. Drake's every track will be a hit. So it's just gonna be how Future keeps up with Drake. Like, but DeMario, go ahead.
I don't know these artists' catalogs well enough to. I don't know their catalogs well enough to comment on it. I know Drake from a person who knows famous Drake point of view, and I know Future from the same point of view, pretty much. I couldn't name you 3 Future songs, and furthermore, I don't understand how we choose who won in these versus things, because the one I saw, the loser is the person watching. So,
I mean, some you could tell, because clearly Manny Fresh and Scott Storch, you could tell who was the winner. When it came to Jadakiss and Fabulous, you could clearly tell who was the winner. Certain ones, you just have to chalk it up for a celebration of great music. Certain ones, but other than that, there's certain ones you'd be like, why would you pick that? Like, yeah, you got smashed or whatever. But I'm saying, and even when it comes to Drake, I say the only one that could beat him is Kanye. Only one that could beat him is Kanye. People could talk about that.
That's not the only one.
Who? I'm saying what? Maybe Jay. Maybe, but it would be a difference of
era.
I think
Drake. What about Drake and Meek Mills?
No, he'll destroy Meek. Destroy Meek. Anything.
It would be a different. It'll be a different type of battle. He would have to. No, he would not destroy Meek. If you think Future can rock with him, I think Meek can rock with him. I'm a Meek fan, and listen to Underground Meek.
I like Meek too. After Back to Back, a lot of people aren't gonna want to listen to.
I mean,
anything else.
When he drops Back to Back.
When he drops Back to Back, it's like
that was just because that was a diss track towards him, like that killed him in general.
But it's a well thought out.
Well, Gucci Mane and what you call had diss tracks towards each other. He's talking about killing his homie and putting him 6 feet under. So I'm pretty sure Meek and Drake will be able to battle, and it would be really good. I think Meek and Drake would be more entertaining.
Yeah, but there's certain diss tracks. I'm saying there's certain diss tracks that people care about that will reign forever, regardless if it's how hard it is or not. There's certain diss tracks that will reign forever that will just get that stamp of approval. Will be like, yo, this is the official diss track for this person. There's nothing else that's contending that. For instance, people talk about Jay-Z and Nas. Everybody talk about Takeover was way iller, but when Nas dropped Ether, regardless if it was true or not, it just stuck with people more. And when you throw that on there, no one wants to hear anything else after that. Because Ether was a dagger. Ether brought Nas back. And I'm saying that's what it was. When it comes to back, there's nothing else that Meek could put on that can contend with back. Nothing. I'm saying there's nothing that he could put on.
So can young NBA boy can
I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. The only thing I know is that the only reason why I know about him, because everybody was saying that 6ix9ine was quoting his verses. I don't know who he really is. Only thing I know about NBA YoungBoy is that he got a baby with Floyd Mayweather. Daughter. Floyd Mayweather's daughter. That's the only thing I know about NBA YoungBoy. I don't know nothing about his songs and nothing like that.
Floyd Mayweather has an adult daughter?
Yeah, she's like 19.
Gotcha.
And the only reason why I know about his daughter like that is because growing up in the boxing world, he used to have her, and he's like, yeah, Mayweather and all that stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's the only reason why I know and everything. But yeah, I don't know no young boys. Well, I'm saying whatever the name is. I'm saying the young boys. I don't know about that. But yeah, versus alert, man. Y'all see what's coming up? They got the Isley brothers versus Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Get your mamas together.
Hold on.
My mama. So she gonna have to figure it out on her own.
SWV going against Escape.
Pause.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
So theirs is a little thirsty to me.
Cool.
I follow them, SWV and Escape.
Hold on. Okay, go ahead.
So I follow them members of Escape, no SWV from, family ties. People used to work with them and stuff. So follow them. And I just feel like they've been like asking for this versus for like the whole summer. And then they got it. And, with versus, they kind of had stuff blurred out. It was an interview with one of the girls from SWV. And I feel like she kind of just dropped it because that's like her next thing. If y'all get a project, you're supposed to keep it on the low. And it was like, she was excited. So I felt, it just feels a little thirsty. I'm excited for it, but it just feels thirsty and desperate. Like broke, we need to be on versus. This is going to help us.
I mean, of course it's going to help. Of course it's going to help. I'm not going to knock them. I'm not going to knock them. It brings them, it gives them a little bit of relevancy. And at the same time, it gives them a boost in their catalog, So, get a little extra money in their pocket and everything like that. So I'm not mad at that. Yo, pay these artists. I'm saying, pay these artists that brought us joy. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean, it's about a celebration. I want to celebrate. I love the Escape. Even though they call Chinese, they call Tiny the Chinese one. They used to call her the Chinese one. I'm saying because we didn't know what she was. They're like, oh,
who's
the
they?
Chinese one? Huh?
Who's they?
The peoples.
So Escape used to call her the Chinese one?
No, people used to call Tiny the Chinese one and Escape.
Oh, because you said I love them even though they used to call her the Chinese one. So I thought you were saying like you love Escape even though they were mean to the Chinese people.
Me too. I was confused.
That's the way that sounded.
Oh, my fault.
I was like, what do they do?
But let me clarify. The people, I'm saying when I mean they, I'm saying the people used to call Tiny the Chinese one, in Escape. And I remember looking at Escape, I always thought they were like my age. I remember them just being like very, very fast, well advanced girls. What I'm saying when it came sexually. And and at that time, it scared the fuck
you're thinking about their fans.
No, I was thinking about them because they were like grinding on grown men, and I was like, these girls have to be like teens. I don't understand how their moms let them do that. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, holy shit.
They weren't teens though; they were kids.
That's what I'm saying.
Escape was He's Mine, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, that's No.
He's mine. You made him have it once, but I got him all the time.
Yeah, that's Escape, right?
Is,
that's not
so
Escape.
That's
not Escape.
That's not Escape.
Yeah.
Escape is Let's Chill.
No. What the fuck, nigga? Let's chill. Escape is
kick back, relax.
Kick back, relax your feet. Yeah, party on down to the Escape beat. Just kick it.
Yeah, just kick it, not let's chill. Yeah, just kick it.
Yeah.
Okay. And who is He's Mine?
I think that's Blackstone. I think. I gotta take a trip down the memory lane. Cause there was so many, you know what I'm saying? And I understand your confusion because there was so many damn groups at the time. You had Moke and Steph, you had you had Blackstone, you had Jade.
He's Mine. He's Mine is Moke and Steph.
See, I said Blackstone. I knew it was one of them.
Who was Don't Walk Away?
Jade.
SWV. Jade.
No, Jade. It was Jade.
They were coming out of the woodworks, right?
That's what I'm saying. especially at that time. Yeah, of course. But yeah,
and then when they all started to die down, Total came.
Yeah,
Total came like right at the tail end of all of them.
Total was like 90. Yeah, it was like 97.
The Total was way more hip hop.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's almost as if when soon as they all started to die down, Total was like, we'll take it from here.
Mm-hmm.
That's
kind of how it. That's kind of how Atlanta took the music from New York.
What?
Yeah.
Atlanta.
It's funny.
Like
it's funny. Cameron.
Atlanta stole the music shit.
Cameron in 357 said, "New York, let's start writing and stop biting. We'll start counting when the fuck we start bouncing." He said that at 357, and on that same album, he had "What Mean the World to You," which was
different albums. It was different albums.
"What Mean the World to You" wasn't the same album.
No, "What Mean the World to You" was on SDE. 357 was on freaking his first album.
Oh yeah. Wait, hold on.
Yes, I remember that.
What Mean the World to You?
What Mean the World to You came out like 99. and Joel's wrote the girl's verse. I remember that.
So all right, so cool. So it wasn't the same album.
Oh, I'm bugging. Yes, it was.
Wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. No, I didn't know. For some reason, I thought you said Horse and Carriage. For some reason.
Right. So it was the same album.
Yeah,
SDE had "What Mean the World to You" and 357 on it.
Yep. No, not 357. Not 57. It's not 357. It had "What Mean the World," because he said, whatchamacallit? He said that that was "Let Me Know." That's not 357. That's "Let Me Know."
Oh yeah, that's "Let Me Know."
Yeah,
right.
That's why I was like, hold on a minute. Like, nah, 357's first album. Yeah, "Let Me Know." Yeah, "Let Me Know" was SDE.
And "What Mean the World to You" was on the same album.
Was SDE, right. Yeah.
So we getting caught up on the details, but the point I'm trying to get at
it's okay.
The same time he was admonishing something, he embraced it on another track. And that's, to me, I don't think that's flip-floppy on him. I just think that that's indicative of what was going on at the time. You couldn't fight it. Like the New York sound was dying, and that old double time beat shit was coming up. And that's when a party died inside.
That's when you stopped.
I can't say New York sound was dying at that time, because it's like 99, 2000. Def Jam had this awesome fucking run of all these fucking hip hop artists. So I can't say the New York sound was dying. I say New York sound was dying.
But hold on. But that's literally all there was those guys. Everything else was hopping on that Southern shit. The sound was dying.
It wasn't dying.
Like, just because Def Jam was sitting on top of the mountain was changing.
It wasn't dying.
Everybody was doing that double time beat shit.
No, they had some features. I'm saying they had some features. Like, at the time, it was coming up. But I'm saying, because you had the Crucial Conflicts, you had Biggie jumping on Bones. The Bone and Biggie shit. Yeah. You had at the time. I'm saying Chicago Twister. I'm saying Twister was coming out, and he had the Chicago. I'm saying the player dudes. P.I. MP.
Yeah.
Biology. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like you had a lot
something
of that.
Circle. They were called something Circle. Player Circle.
No, they weren't Player Circle. Player Circle was was 2 Chainz and
that was the little duffel bag boy.
Yeah, duffel bag.
That was years later.
Yeah.
So what was that? Do you want to ride? What was
in the backseat of the caddy?
That was Houston.
Do or die. They call Do or Die. And top it up with Do or Die. Do or Die.
Yeah.
I'm saying Do or Die. But I think
hold on, wait. Let me clear something up real quick, if you don't mind. Pardon me. I have nothing against the Southern sound. I was a big fan of a lot of that shit. I just didn't like that New York was starting to sound like it.
Yeah.
Or that East Coast was starting to sound like it. I thought it was better when we all had our own distinct sounds. When you could tell someone was from the West Coast, and you could tell someone. I thought it was more diversity. And then now rap is kind of homogenized into this lump where it all sounds like pop.
It's very hard I agree. It's very hard to know where people are from now. Like even with all these new people that I was just randomly naming, I don't really know them. I don't know where they're from. I named them because, my niece talks about them. They're on everything, whatever. They're getting arrested for all types of stuff. But yeah, you can't tell their sounds. Only certain ones, like certain people from Chicago, there are certain people who are keeping their raw, organic sound with them. But a lot of everybody just sounds like they're from Atlanta, Florida.
But you know what it is? That's the power of the internet. The power of the internet, like internet basically gave it shedded light on every region. And now it's just like you can hear what they're saying here. Because back then you had to be very, very good to break through on the East Coast. For motherfuckers to listen to your sound. And at that time, you say like 97, 98, 99, there was a good amount of East Coast artists jumping on, I'm saying not jumping on, but featuring with a lot of down south artists. You had big, even you had like Puffy in 99, like Twista's been around since the 80s, but Twista had he was coming up. And I remember Puffy had the joint saying with Twista when he was doing the flipping and the bouncing thing. And I mean, a lot of artists were, but yeah.
Hey, you remember when the Neptunes came out? We was like, yo, where they from? Virginia? They crazy. I'm just saying that whole sign was crazy to me. I fucked with it. How would I?
Yeah, but they were still on some East Coast shit because in 99 when Clips came out, when they first dropped their joint, The Funeral, it was the video was dark, but they were still rapping on some East Coast shit. So I wouldn't really say that was like down like that. Yeah, I'm saying The Funeral
because it was cool. It was cool when there was like hip hop that was kind of like braggadocio, boom bap, 1-2, boom beat, all that shit. And then there was like pimp type shit or player type shit. And then it was like the southern kind of country type shit. And then you know what I mean? There was different type shit. And then it just all started to melt into one thing. Or maybe two things. I don't know. I don't really listen to mainstream rap music. And it's like now a lot of the rap that the kids listen to, at least, these dudes just sound similar to each other. And then you listen to the guys who are trying to be aspiring artists or whatever. There's nothing that says I'm different. There's nothing that makes them stand out. And maybe that was the same back in the day. But even then, those guys who were trying to sound like their favorite artists, the artists they were trying to sound like sounded different. So at least there was diversity in that way,
Yeah.
But it was all with styles, because even you look at Jay was on some flipping and bouncing shit, but he came in the game like that. Because in 99, he had a song originated with jazz. That motherfuckers want to act local. I'm saying like he was on some flipping and speed bouncing shit, and that shit wasn't. He didn't.
Not really. He was on some fast rapping shit. That's it.
That's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. But he was also. But it was still on some flipping and bouncing shit.
Nah, it's not the same thing. It's just fast rapping. It's similar, but it's not. You can't say it's the same thing. It's like that southern.
No, I'm
sound.
not saying that. Because I'm not saying that. But it was tweaked a little bit. I'm saying it was tweaked a little bit on Originator. It was tweaked a little bit and everything. But yeah, even with the verses, you still got Redman and Method Man, which is definitely doable. I'm definitely here for that. Redman. I'm all for Redman. Redman's my favorite artist. Yeah, he's in my top 5. That's gonna be exciting. Definitely in my top 5, and I'm definitely here for that.
Wait, Redman and who?
Redman and Method Man.
So, like, some of them are just going to be fun because of the performance piece. Like Earth, Wind, and Fire versus the Isleys. That's not a versus. That's just a concert. It's going to be awesome. And then you know how old dudes are. They try to show up each other. So
yep.
That's going to be great.
I'm here for that. I want to hear that.
I'm here.
That's going to be great. And then Redman and Method Man are like best friends, and they're both super crazy. So that's going to be wild. So.
I definitely can't wait for that.
But Escape and SWV,
I'm a little wary about that because I really don't know.
That's gonna be terrible.
No, I ain't gonna be terrible.
It's gonna be terrible.
Ain't gonna be terrible.
It's gonna be terrible.
Ain't gonna be
Watch.
terrible. But
Mark my words. Mark my words.
SWV
Terrible.
I think it's going to be a battle. I think it's going to be a battle. I think that one will be more of a battle. Them two kind of going toe to toe. And
listen, they're old. I'm gonna go with they didn't smoked, drank, and fucked out their voices.
They're still touring. They're still touring. They were just touring like last year. Well, before the pandemic hit.
Did you go see them?
I did because they were performing at the same shows my dad was. So
you saw them
with them, yeah.
And they were singing.
Yes, some of them.
And they wasn't winded.
Sometimes some of them, they've been working.
They didn't have hoarse voices.
Look, the ones that can sing, Candy can still sing, Tiny can still sing. Even SWV, what's her name? Coco. She's still Coco got vocals.
Yeah, Coco still can sing.
Like, yeah, they can still sing. They got vocals. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be a battle. That would be actually a battle. I think they're gonna probably go hit for hit, and actually, that's gonna be more of a battle. That's probably the closest thing we'll get to a battle. They've been begging for this.
I just think SWV takes it. For Escape's part, Candy's gonna have to hold that down. She's gonna have to introduce her pen game for all the artists she wrote for and everything, and all the songs she wrote for. But yeah, I just see SWV taking that. That will say for me.
I think I gotta Escape.
Hell no. Nigga, they got a song. First of all, they got a song with Early Woo.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and it's one of the greatest songs ever. Like, if that doesn't say early 90s, that song, when you listen to that, if that doesn't say early 90s, like it's like, if you want to be like, hey, what was the 90s like? What was the early 90s like? Just throw on SWV and Wu-Tang.
That wasn't early 90s, so that was like 94.
That's still early 90s. That's still early 90s, because that's like when the change, when it came to like the gear and everything like that, that's when that change started happening. That's when that 90s change flipped to the gritty, rugged, afro, nappy shit. You know what I'm saying? Walking around with a toothbrush in your mouth, goggles, army fatigues. That's when 94 that changed.
I'll co-sign that.
But yeah, the verses, I'm definitely here for that. I'm definitely here for that. Yeah. So also, what I wanted to talk about also earlier in the week, I seen a back and forth on social media, long back and forth on social media, where a person posted something about, what did he say? He said, how are you a drug counselor, never did drugs? So how are you a drug counselor? Hold on a minute, stop laughing. How are you a drug counselor, never did drugs, but you're gonna tell me how to get clean? It was basically in that, it was around that realm.
It was definitely just the first two sentences, not the third one.
Yeah, but everybody went crazy. People were like, "Hell yeah!" I'm saying, how you gonna be a child psychologist, get parental advice, and don't have kids, and blah blah blah. I'm saying, he was like, "Oh, keep saying the whole thing was keep it going," and I'm like, some things you don't have to experience to give advice on. Some things you don't have to experience to be great at it. Like, you got NBA coaches that's never been in the NBA that are great. You got some boxing coaches that never stepped foot in the ring, produced many champions.
I mean, I think I agree. I mean, yeah, you agree? Do you agree?
No.
Why don't you agree?
She don't know. She's high. She don't know.
No. Look. How you gonna tell me you ain't never smoked no weed? Stop smoking weed. Okay, no. Listen. I do not agree that you need to be an expert in an area to be able to lead that area.
That's what we just said. I agree too.
Oh, okay, cool. That's what I agree to then.
Yeah. So dudes was going crazy and dudes was going back and forth, and I'm just like, and I remember, working for Community Health Link, working in substance abuse, some people will be like, yo, are you an addict? Are you in recovery? And I'm like, nah. They go, so how are you doing this job? And I'm like, yo, I don't have to go through something to understand that someone needs help. And I was like, the only difference between me and you is that when hard shit comes about, some people deal with it this way, take care of the issue, or some people just say, yo, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna get fucking medicated and not even think about that.
So in that particular instance, and just this particular instance, a person in recovery needs both supports. They need to see one who's been there and back, and they need someone who hasn't, because sometimes that person who's been there and back is going back.
Yeah.
With that being said, like knowing a few people in this profession, know someone who was a drug counselor and ended up doing drugs because they were so addicted to their profession. They wanted to understand their clients more. So they started taking coke and
get the fuck out of here.
Swear to God,
they method. They method acting.
No, seriously.
I need to get inside the head of my clients.
No, seriously.
You know what? I work with kids. So the other day I ate some glue. I gotta get inside their heads, man.
Yo, and truth be told,
but that goes
hold on. Truth be told, they said, what's the actor's name? A lot
of actors be doing that shit.
No, hold on. What's his name? Christian Bale. They said truth be told, Christian Bale, when he did The Fighter, when he was playing Mickey Ward's brother, Dickie, the notorious drug guy, they said he smoked crack. Truth be told, no, seriously, they said just so he could get into the psyche and the mindset and the feeling of Dick. Because did you see his role? If you know who Dickie Eklund is, because I know Dickie Eklund from like the boxing world, like being at Golden Gloves and shit like
that.
And
I know him from High on Crack Street.
Oh, okay. And you watched him on High on Crack Street.
I watched that documentary every time it came on.
Did you see Christian Bale embody him?
Absolutely.
Like, yo, got skinny and everything. Nigga jumped out the window because his mom was at the door. Yo, I was like, yo, I think this nigga smoked crack. Yo,
so I didn't mean.
Listen,
go ahead.
No, but listen, but that's what I'm saying. So this professional woman felt like she needed to get in the minds of her clients a little bit more, because she was that professional who was never on drugs, and maybe her clients didn't trust her. So she probably could have took it like, you know what, let me get on drugs and really understand what they've been through so I can better treat them. She almost lost her license. She had to go fight. And then now she's still like working. I think she started back over. I forgot what the story was. I can ask again and get better details. But like, there are people that feel like you need to be an expert. Just like people will be like, you don't have kids, DeMario. You don't have kids. You can't tell me what to do with these boys. You can't tell me how to raise your nephew. They can feel like you wouldn't understand. And you being a person who works with kids, maybe you haven't decided this, but other people in your profession, they could be teachers and work with kids, and they don't have their own children. They then want to bear their own children so they can raise them differently. So yeah, people have their choices, and some people actually go as far as getting on crack for a role, for their job, for their profession, all that shit to make it better. Like, they want to understand it. We may not do that shit, but I feel like there's nothing wrong. You can take advice from it, but I do understand the other extreme as well. What, DeMario?
No. I get what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it.
What? Say it.
This is funny to me. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go smoke crack for this movie real quick. I'm gonna go snort these lines so I can work better with my patients real quick. I just think it's funny. I'm not making a judgment on whether or not it works or makes sense. I just think it's funny.
Didn't the dude say the dude that plays Ghost, didn't he go to jail so he can understand his character?
The dude who played who?
Ghost in Power?
Oh,
I don't know. I don't think he said that.
I think he went to jail to understand.
Yeah. Amari Hardwick is the embodiment of doing too much.
Yeah, so he went to a jail for whatever. Maybe it wasn't for Power, but for some movie role or something. He went to jail. What happened to the guy who played the Joker? He went crazy and killed himself. Like, people get real into their profession.
But he was really on drugs, though. You talking about he was really messing with drugs when I'm saying it and they said that. But nah, it's just like it's like nah. Some of these
We
like
wouldn't
some of these
do that
actors.
How you
Nah,
going?
nah. Some of these actors
How you?
to extremes. Go to extremes to understand the psyche and to
Yeah, they be doing
play
that. Like freaking
Yeah,
Daniel
the
Day
method
Lewis in the Last of the Mohicans. This motherfucker lived in the woods for 3 months. I heard Jamie Foxx glued his eyelid shut for Ray. I heard that.
Well, no, the studio did that. The studio did that because they kept on opening them up. So he said, "Do something." So I can't. And they like put like prosthetics on it so he couldn't.
Like niggas be doing shit. I'm not making fun of people. I am kind of making fun of them, but
so he had to act with his eyes closed.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna play a blind nigga, that seems to make sense to me.
Yeah,
you can't, but you can't front blind. You have to keep your eyes closed.
Yeah,
like
you have to.
You have to.
It's like when you try to fake sleep and your eyes be blinking.
Yeah, and you sleeping like this.
Yeah, your eyes.
I said, how was she acting? I would have made that role because I would have been like, trying to close my eyes.
Yeah, but yeah,
Wow,
it's like certain things. I understand. Like certain things, yes. The only thing, like certain things, yes, you have to go through to understand that better, to have an understanding of that. Some things you have to have experience, like, or when it comes to certain situations, like having a kid, raising a kid, having a kid stay with you every day, 24/7, raising that kid. When it comes to certain things into that, yeah, you have to have that experience to understand, like, fathers, you know what I'm saying? Or, that's what parents go through. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, as far as like the basics of it, you really don't. But I can't tell Kishana how she should breastfeed if I don't got breasts. And she had a baby. You know what I'm saying? Something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Sure.
I'm a little off on that, but
sure.
You kind of get what I'm saying.
Sure.
Like I can't tell. I can't.
How you gonna tell me how to live and you ain't never died?
I
think he's gonna do that. I think he's gonna come with something stupid like that.
I can't agree with you completely because I'm like,
it's
like
what
if you studied it and you
I can't tell you
read it
like certain things like I can't tell you how to, like, if you had a baby, whatever, right? And I'm saying you're obviously lactating. I can't tell you through experience that, hey, this is the best way to do this.
I think that we're beating a dead horse here because I get it. I think that the post that you saw wasn't to be taken seriously, bro. I think it was a joke.
No, it wasn't. No. At first it wasn't, but if you look at the thread, niggas was taking that seriously. Some niggas really mean that. It's like, and that's why I was like a little taken back. And I'm like, hold on for a minute. Like, is this true? Like, dudes was going at it for like the whole day. And I was just like, oh shit, like niggas really think that. Like niggas really think that some things you have to experience in order to be good at that, or I'm saying in order to give advice at that. And I'm just like, you really don't. Like a doctor doesn't have to tell you that. A doctor doesn't have to tell you that how to mend a broken leg if they ain't never broke their leg before. Or if they never experienced heart surgery, doesn't mean that they can't tell a person how to conduct themselves during heart surgery or freaking how to
motherfucker who ain't never been to jail can tell you how not to go to jail.
Exactly. So, nigga, you don't gotta tell me that jail is awful if you ain't never been there. I'm like, nigga, certain niggas can't imagine that shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Nigga, you don't gotta tell me that heroin is the most addictive thing and I should stay away from it. I'm like, nigga, you don't gotta tell me that. Nigga, I know. I see.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
You don't gotta tell me fire. I'm saying you don't gotta tell me fire is hot. For me, I'm saying for me to not touch it. You don't gotta tell me that. Nigga, I know. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Yeah, but I mean, shout out to them, but yeah.
Yo, did you see? Not to change the subject. Did you see the Satan shoes?
Yeah,
wow,
man. Yeah, man. But I didn't see the video. I seen the little stills and everything like that. I mean, I don't care. It's crazy to me. It's crazy to me, but they also got the Jesus ones too. They got the Jesus shoe.
Yeah, I saw the Jesus shoe too. Yo, I think to take Jesus and put it to apply it to a shoe is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
And even more ridiculous is to take Satan and put it onto his shoe too. It's absolutely ludicrous.
Yo, and
I was flabbergasted.
With a series, the fact that they're coming out with series, the fact that they're coming out with a series, a good and bad, I'm just like, why? It's like this shit didn't make sense to me. I'm like, motherfuckers running out of ideas. Like, hey, let's make a God versus Satan shoe.
Ridiculous. But did you see the Nas X thing with the picture of him with the devil?
Yeah, and he was giving the devil a lap dance and all that shit. Like I seen that, and motherfuckers saying going crazy, talking about what about the kids and blah blah blah. The kids shouldn't see this because he's a big icon when it comes to the kids and all this. And then I'm just like, nigga, like, okay,
so I ended up agreeing with Mike Jerry on something earlier, and it hurt my soul to agree with him. But
you got a point, but shut the fuck up.
Right.
You got a point.
So
we said this a couple weeks
ago. Right.
Remember?
We said
that
this last
segment.
week.
That was
Certain
a segment.
Niggas. Certain
niggas.
Like from Nas X point of view, from Nas X point of view, like I understand where he's coming from with the whole, y'all niggas said I was gonna go to hell for being gay. Okay. Like I understand that point of view, but at the same time, bruh, you're doing too much.
You're going too far. You're doing too much. I get the trolling. Yeah, you're trolling and everything like that. You're doing too much.
Yes,
like it's funny. Like Pusha T was talking about that. Pusha T was talking about there was like you remember how everybody was on the Illuminati kick. Oh, this person they did this and everything like that. And his mother's a God-fearing Christian woman from Virginia and everything like that. And he was like, my mom used to call me up talking about, I heard you in this luminescence. I'm saying, what the hell is luminescence? And he was like, Ma, I didn't know luminescence. Like, what are you talking about? He was like, so what I did, he was like, I went back to Virginia to see my mom. I went to church, and it's all her church members and everything like that talking about your mom. I'm saying your son's an Illuminati. He said he wore a bright red suit to troll the fuck out of them to go to, and he went to church with his mom and sat up front.
Oh my
and
God.
Everything. And I was like, yeah, that's a great troll.
So,
I get that. That's the way you do it. You're not doing too much. It's a great troll. But the whole thing, giving the devil a lap dance and taking the horns, whatever you did and all that shit like that, you're doing too much, bro.
But I mean, I don't know. I still kind of feel him. I'm sorry. I still kind of feel him because the statement that he's making is, I agree with the statement he's making. I do. Like if you telling me that, I'm gay, I'm the devil, I'm hellish, I'm this, I'm that. I agree with the idea. Would I ever, if he told me he was going to do it, I was like, hey, D, what you think? I'm like, nigga, you ain't giving no lap dance to the devil. What's wrong with you?
Yeah. It's like me being old and from the 80s, when it comes to like religion, the devil, God and all that, I don't play with that shit. I just don't play with it. Something in me and something instilled in me is like, don't play with it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah. If he would have asked me, I'd have been like, yeah. Like, nah, it's not good, bro.
I also heard that he said the whole thing, like, they said I was going to go to hell for being gay. So, I'm going to give you guys hell. He's just kind of raising pushing, I guess, the line, pushing the limit on how much people who are gay are shunned upon and being told things like you're bad, you're this, you're a devil, like even when they're kids. So his whole entire, I think what he said is like his whole entire teenage life, he was told that he was like bad or a bad person for being gay or feeling like having these feelings, and within the Black community, we all know, whether we've experienced or we know people who have experienced, not feeling welcomed in their own communities to be express who they are because, people look down on you, especially sometimes in the Black community or Christian community. So he was tired of kind of being called that. So I kind of get his parody on it. So I get his stance. He went a little too far, but yeah. It's kind of like, y'all said I was going to be a devil. I'm going to hell. People, you guys don't go to hell for being gay. It's okay. Be gay. Be who you are.
Yeah. It's so funny to me because, like, again, while I agree with the idea. With his idea, I am not the most religious person in the world, but I am not doing anything involved with no satanic imagery.
Exactly.
Ever. I don't fuck. I ain't fuck with that shit. Nah, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Count me out.
I'm old.
I'm still scared of Candyman. So I'm still scared of Candyman. It's just shit I don't fuck with. Okay.
Well, I mean,
I don't fuck with that. Yo, you would never hear me say.
But that's just us. But hey, he's from a different generation. We don't fuck with it because why? We were told not to fuck with it. We were scared into not fucking with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey. Yeah, like
his generation didn't have that.
Yeah, they didn't grow up on sleepovers when motherfuckers is like, hey, let's do something crazy. Let's play Bloody Mary. Let's do Bloody Mary in the bathroom. Nah, nigga, chill out. We ain't doing that shit.
Or when you're at a birthday party and they break out the Ouija board and you go sit outside.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm
saying you don't do that shit.
Exactly.
Yo, it's just like I'm saying. My thing is, it's like the God theory for me. It's just like, yo, I'd rather live righteous, die and find out that there isn't a God, than to live unrighteous, die and find out that there is a God. So just because y'all niggas don't believe it, and it may not be true, I'm not trying to find out that if it is.
Well, yeah, but then again, that goes into your definition of what live righteous means.
Yeah,
but, I mean, we don't have to get into all that because that's a whole thing. But that's the big difference. Like what you said is a small thing, but that little piece in there is a huge thing. You know
I got you.
So the reason why I brought up the Ouija board, because me and this nigga was at a birthday party, and these girls broke out the Ouija board. I'm not going to get racist, but we were the black kids there. And me and him both decided to go stand on the porch while they played with that shit.
Let us know when y'all done.
I fuck with that.
One of my black friends had one. One of my black really close friends. You guys,
I question how they grew up.
Had one. I was like, yeah, nah, I'm out of here.
Yeah, man. It's just like, yo, nah, I'm just not doing none of that. Fuck that. Yeah, I remember one time at YouthNet. We was at the girls. I'm saying we was at the girls club. Fucking they had a Ouija board. They had a Ouija board for one of the games.
Yeah.
And I was just like, and one of the youth counselors broke it out. And I was like, oh, hell no, I ain't playing this. I got up and ran. She looked at me like I was crazy. Everybody started laughing. Then I told my mom why, I don't know. I told my mom, she was like, well, if they're breaking out Ouija boards, you don't need to go to that place no more. And I'm just like, whoa, it's not that serious.
You dumbass.
Like, yes, it is. And yeah, I ended up sneaking over there. Got on punishment. Long story short, my mom talked to the people and everything like that. And yeah, everything was smoothed over. But yeah, man.
So you're the reason why they had to get rid of the Ouija board. Your mom,
they kept it. My mom said, I just don't want my kids around that shit. That's all it was.
Your dumbass got the Ouija board taken away.
Son, fuck that. Fuck that.
Yo, so I ever tell y'all about the time I went and saw Final Destination?
Nah.
So y'all know the movie Final Destination. You know what it's about, right?
Yeah.
The guy sees their death before it happens, gets off the plane. So I'm watching Final Destination. I'm on a date, mind you. Well, I mean, I don't know. I won't say it was a date. I didn't get none. So maybe it wasn't a date. So I was
Nah, you still on a date. Just because you don't
get none, it makes it sound a date. Hold
on. No. I didn't say that. I said that was maybe one of the indications that it wasn't a date. One of many indications. That's what I was hinting at.
Okay.
So I'm watching the movie. Point is, I'm there with a female and watching the movie, and I never forget the scene. There's a scene where someone's doing art and they're working on an easel, and the screen does one of these things. And it stops. I calmly got up and briskly walked out of that motherfucker. I left her there. You can stay if you want to.
Yeah.
Got up and I left. And then I'm like, yo, that's just too much of a coincidence for me. That theater's about to burn down or something. I got up and I walked into the hallway only. So as I walk into the hallway, I see the door open. Somebody else walks out after me. I told you this, Go?
Nah, you didn't tell me that shit.
AB walked out after me. I didn't even know he was there. He walks out and he was like, yo, that shit's too much, right? I was like, yup.
Yo.
Story.
Yo, black people don't play with superstition, bro.
We don't play with that shit.
We don't play with that shit, bro. We don't play with that superstition.
Because it's better to be safe than sorry. I walked out of that movie theater. And then a few minutes, Shorty come out and get me like, you coming back in? I was like, the movie started again? She was like, yeah. I was like, all right. Movie started again, I went back in.
So if niggas start, a whole bunch of people start running, we gonna run too. I don't want to find out. I'd rather fucking run from the threat. If there is a threat, be safe and find out that there wasn't shit.
It's just, another movie theater story real quick. I went to go see Blade, the first Blade movie. There's a part of the Blade movie where Blade tells Debouche Wright, the black lady in the movie, he tells her, 1, vampires are real. 2, vampires are on you. 3, you should get out of town. And he's about to drive away. And she's like, that's it? And he's like, yeah, that's it. So she stands there for like a second. The next scene, they cut to her putting clothes in a suitcase. Started dying.
Yeah.
I'm the only person in the movie theater laughing.
I was
dying.
I was with you.
Because that's the joke.
Like, what?
Black people ain't fucking around. Yeah. She was like, oh, word? Okay, I'm out. Like, I'm out. Yeah. And that's the same scene in the movie where the cop who's down with the vampires comes and arrests her. That's why she didn't get away. But she was like, okay, I'm out. Just like Eddie Murphy. I don't know if you guys know this. The reason why that movie Get Out is called Get Out is because Eddie Murphy had a joke about the Amityville Horror. In Amityville Horror, when the house starts talking to them and the white people don't leave. So Eddie Murphy said there could be a horror movie with black people because the black people will go to Amityville and they'd be, oh, this is a lovely house. It's a big yard. My kids always want to be here. Get out. Too bad we can't stay.
Yeah, exactly. They won't listen. Son, we don't play with that shit. Nigga, we don't play with superstition.
I was like 8 years old. I heard that joke. I was like, yo, that's absolutely true. Black people would have been out. Yo, we out.
Yeah, man. It don't happen. When it comes to certain shit, it just don't happen.
We ain't messing with no devil. We ain't messing with no spirits.
Nope. We ain't messing with no aliens.
We don't even have to believe in the thing that you're talking about. If you tell me, hey, don't go under that bridge, there's a leprechaun under there who's cutting people's whatever. You're like, oh, word? Okay, I ain't going there. I don't need to find out.
You don't even got it. You still ain't going that way. Like,
I don't need to find out.
I don't even want to
don't let it be kids saying. And don't let them say. Don't let that shit happen when we kids. Because for the next 8 years, we are not passing that motherfucking bridge until we find out otherwise. Like, oh, word? Like, oh, that's what it was. Like, nigga, back in the day, they told us leprechauns was killing kids over there. They were like, yeah, it wasn't that.
That's like that. That's like, I forgot who was the comedian that said if you put a hole in the wall and put a guillotine on the other side of the hole, and then wrote, "Don't stick your head in this hole," there'd be nothing but white people's heads on the other side. Because black people are like, I don't need to find out what's going on in that hole. White people are what? Well, what's going on?
We ain't fucking with that. We are not fucking with that. Just like in Independence Day, when Vivica Fox and the aliens was there, her girl was like, "Oh, I'm going over there. I'm going to the building." You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna greet the aliens. She was like, "Don't go over there. I have a bad feeling about this. Don't go over there. I have a bad feeling about this." What did she do? She went and greeted the aliens, and the aliens blew up the motherfucking building. Fuck that. Nigga, she said, "Don't go over there. I have a bad feeling." Nah, I'm not even doing that. So I got a quick story.
You gotta tell me, Tess.
Got a quick story I was telling my wife the other day, which I don't know why. The manipulation of kids. It's kind of a weird story, but yeah. So back in the day, I'm like 8 years old. My sister's like 11. Mm-hmm. My sister's like 11, and my great grandmother from South Carolina comes up and visits us, whatever. And this is the time. And this is the time when they had the black hot boxes. Doing the black hot boxes, Spice Channel 38, and everything like that. So my mom goes out with her friends, whatever. Me and my sister are there. And my grandma goes, what do you want to watch? My sister looks at me and goes, Playboy. I'm like, what? My grandma goes, okay, turn it on. And I was like, oh, grandma, you don't know what Playboy is? She's like, nah, I don't know what Playboy is. So we watching it. So it's me, my sister 11, I'm 8. My grandmother, however she is, we're watching fucking Playboy. That's what we're watching fucking porn. Just chilling and everything like that. I'm talking, we're watching it for hours. And as an 8-year-old kid, I'm like, I can't believe I'm doing this. I can't believe she's letting that happen. So the next day comes, my mom goes, hey, how are the kids? What you guys do? She goes, oh, you know, my grandbaby's just fine. Just waiting, saying just stayed up watching that Playboy. My mom was like, hold up. What? She was like, we was watching Playboy. At the time when she was talking, I was sitting at the kitchen. I was sitting at the kitchen making a sandwich. I said, fuck that sandwich, got up, went to my room and closed the door because I knew the wrath was coming. I knew the wrath was coming. Yeah, I knew the wrath was coming. My mom goes, get your asses out here. She goes, so, and then she had a friend with her at the time. Since she had a friend with her at the time. Shout out to Sandy. She goes, my mom goes, since when do you guys watch Playboy? So me, I'm trying to get out of it. I'm like, well, we with an adult, so I didn't think.
Yeah, so I thought it was cool.
You know what I'm saying? I thought it was cool. She was like,
no, nigga, you should have said I was asleep. Yo, that's the ultimate ass whooping. Y'all kids is cutting up. I was asleep. I don't know what they was doing. We got ass whoopings. We got punishment, and plus we couldn't watch TV in there for a month. Damn.
And it had a hot box. You know, you can say, I'm talking about Fraggle Rock was popping at the time. You got the Wuzzles on. You know what I'm saying? You got all the ill shit.
All because your sister was a freak.
Basically. Yep. I knew it was wrong.
So, Demaria, how old were you when you realized your sister was a freak?
I haven't yet.
Lies.
I realize that, yeah. I mean, if she is, more power to her.
Yeah, after that, then discovering my dad's porno collection, and me living with him at 13 and discovering the endless amounts of video porno collection.
I don't like thinking about the days of early porn watching that I had. That porn was traumatic for me.
Son, it was
traumatic for me.
Son, I almost stayed back in 8th grade because of porn. Nigga, son. So my dad works in the morning. He's doing doubles all the time. You know, shout out to Garnier hard workers, always doing doubles, double everything.
No doubt.
This motherfucker go in the morning. This nigga work 7 o'clock in the morning, come home at 11 o'clock. Son, I gotta be at school. I gotta be at the bus stop by 7:50 in the morning. Let me just watch this porn real quick. Get it out the way. Nigga, how many times watched it, looked at the time, fuck it. I'll just go to school tomorrow. Son, I'm skipping school to watch porn. I'm skipping school to watch porn. What was my problem?
What is your problem, bro?
Skipping school to watch porn. This is
listen. I loves my pornography. Okay, I loves it. All right, I loves it. I ain't skipping school for no pornography, bro.
I was skipping school, bro. Nigga, I was setting up dates. I'm like, yo, tomorrow I'm gonna watch porn. I'm gonna make the sandwich at this time. And I'm gonna drink this. I'm gonna chill out for a little bit.
It's gonna be me and Jenny Flowers all morning.
I was like, I'm gonna watch the whole thing of Debbie Does Dallas instead of a scene. I'm watching
because I want to get to know these women. I want to know their plight. They really want to get to their cheer competition.
Yes. Did they get to the cheer competition? Did he pay for everything? You know what I'm saying? That's what I was trying to find out.
Right.
Yeah.
Family full of freaks.
Yo, man.
That Debbie Does Dallas. Yo, listen, I suggest you watch Debbie Does Dallas. You don't have to watch the porn parts. Just skip the porn parts because it is a legit movie with porn in it. That's the way porn used to be. It would be straight movies.
Send it to me and I don't
have it. I don't.
I'm pretty sure you can find it. You know where
You
to
can
find it.
go to Pornhub.
You know,
I'm pretty sure it's
you know
there.
where to find
Yeah,
it.
it's on there.
You
I'm
know
pretty
where
sure
to
it's on
find
there.
it. Just send me the link. I
Go
send you
to-
links to stuff. I want
go
you
to-
to see.
I don't know how to send the
Send me
link
the
on.
link.
I guess I'll figure it out. Whatever.
Yeah, you know
Um,
that because you're an '80s person. You know, you guys,
Yeah,
figure it out.
Sure. The point I'm trying to get at is, that movie is so fucked up.
Yeah, it is.
So
A
fucked up.
little bit of and the thing is that high school, the girls in high school, that high school cheerleaders, supposedly sleeping with grown men
For money.
for money. I mean, this was like done
Teachers,
in like
neighbors,
80s,
their
70s.
dad's friends.
Yeah. Neighbors, instead of mowing the lawn, I'm gonna fuck Mr. Jefferson. You know what I'm saying? To go towards the trip that we're going to, whatever, for cheerleading. It's really,
Oh my
really
god,
dark.
send me the link. I want to watch it.
Really
I'm not sending you no link. Go to Pornhub and type Debbie Does Dallas.
When your girlfriends grew up in the '80s and they refuse to just get with it.
I don't understand why you
Send
can't
it.
just do that. That would be much faster. That actually takes you less time than it would take me to send it to you.
But
It's a
it'll be more.
microwave.
It'll be quicker, and I'll actually watch it.
See how y'all youngins do? Y'all youngins don't like doing your research. That's a problem with y'all generation.
Youngins.
That's a problem with y'all generation.
I do
Y'all
research
of
all
us
the time. When you guys were just saying songs, I was pulling up stuff. I'm like, let's find out what artist this is.
Y'all don't like.
I do research
y'all don't
all
like
the time
doing
when I
no-
want to find out. I do research. I'm just not gonna go search for porn, but if you know where it's at, send it to me.
It's on Pornhub. I'm pretty sure it's on
Bet.
Pornhub or X videos.
Okay.
It's on one of them.
Pornhub, Debbie Does Dallas.
Yep. There's a whole series of them. There's like Debbie Does Des Moines, Debbie Does Iowa.
Oh, okay. She's doing everybody.
Yeah, it's like a whole series. Like she was like the one at the time. Like in the 80s. I haven't seen it in like damn near over 30 years. The last time I seen it, I was probably like 14. So yeah, I'm saying 30 years. Yeah, last time I seen it was like 14. So I really don't remember. I know she has some big titties. I know that. I don't know. Yeah. She was blonde. You know what I'm saying? She was blonde. Blonde white with some big titties. That's what she was. Blonde white with some big titties. So, 80s, that was the thing.
That was it.
Yeah.
That was it.
That was the thing. So I don't know. But yeah, man. But shout out to Debbie Does Dallas.
This is, maybe more for DeMario, but Tinder is now going to be offering background checks.
Wow.
On people who are on Tinder. Now, will this make you swipe more? Hold on. This is my question. Tinder will do background checks. Are you swiping? So you swiping, DeMario? If they do background checks on the woman that's on there, would you join Tinder and start swiping?
Background checks as far as what?
I don't know.
I'm trying to make it safer, I guess.
Just make sure
they got the serial killers.
So
you have scammers. You have
so how will it work? Like if I swipe right, it shows me something about them?
No. I think what it is it's added to your profile. So you should feel more secure about the women and men you'll be meeting on Tinder because they will have background checks. It's like applying for a job. When we hire you, you apply for the job, you look good, the resume looks good, I'm going to get background check to make sure you're good to go before I put you into my, company and I incorporate you to make sure, you're taking care of these kids. So with Tinder, before we put your profile on our website or on our platform, we want to make sure that you're not a serial killer, you're not a rapist.
We want to make sure
sure
you say who you say you are.
You say who you are because these people are, catfishing or not even catfishing, just doing other stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They're on Tinder just for pussy and raping people and just if there's
pussy
some type
and raping people. That is not. You don't want to get involved in that.
It's a pussy and raping people.
One of the things is okay to get involved in. The other thing, that's a hard no for me.
Because a lot of people are on Tinder for pussy. Let's just say that. But there's nothing wrong with that. But then there's people who are on there who are like, bad people,
Craigslist
criminals.
people.
Yes,
Yeah,
Craigslist killers, like
Yep.
those type of people. So they're trying to just make you feel more secure. It's kind of like when you go into an environment. I feel safe coming to this environment. So I go there. I know they got more security over here versus being in the hood. type of shit.
I think that's wonderful because a lot of these Tinder hookups, like I was on Tinder, and a lot of these people a lot of them, not a lot, but some people are on there just looking to get it in, and that's so dangerous, dangerous.
Why?
Because you don't know who you being alone with. You don't know that person. Like for a man, you could be going to some psycho chick's house who, when you fall asleep, she gonna cut your dick off. Or you could be going to meet up with some chick and she got her cousins in the bushes and they finna rob your ass.
That's
like it's and you already know the dangers of being a woman and doing that kind of shit.
Exactly.
So I'm just listening to man's part. That shit is sketchy as fuck. Yo, listen, I met a girl on Tinder one time and she told me in no uncertain terms that she is just looking for a smash.
Yeah.
A couple times. And I was just like, I'm all set.
Yep. But now what if you knew she had a background check, so she didn't have no record, she wasn't a scammer, you know, all of these things where, you know, she's not on a sex offender list, you know, she's not out here, because these things are real, you know what I'm saying? Teachers out here fucking students, and then they on Tinder like, wow, I can't find nobody on Tinder, I'm about to fuck one of my students now. You know, I don't fucking know. They got to listen to sex offender. Who knows what these people think? We're not these type of people, but does it make you feel more safe on Tinder? Are you swiping now? Like, okay, they got background checks. I thought that was pretty cool. I'm not on Tinder, but that makes me feel, as a woman, like you said, a little bit more safe if I did want to join that dating platform.
I thought the whole purpose of Tinder and like Plenty of Fish and whatever the hell the one was just basically to cut out the middleman to do whatever. That's what I thought the whole purpose of it was. Like, basically, like, yeah. So it's just like, all right, so
explain the middleman to do whatever. I didn't understand.
So basically, if you meet somebody, right? You know, you meet somebody at somewhere, going out, and you guys go on dates and everything like that. What was the whole purpose of that intention of him meeting you? You get what I'm saying? Like basically, no guy could just come out and say, "Yo, I'm just looking to smash," or whatever. To majority of women, I'm saying I'm saying that they meet. Yo, like the first day, it's like, yo, I just want to do this. I don't want nothing serious. I just want to do that. Whatever. It's a little bit awkward meeting somebody, saying that, and you're looking at this person's looking at you like, "Oh, that's all you want?" I'm saying, you know, get the fuck out of here. But when you got like Plenty of Fish, those other websites, things like that, those apps or whatever, you could say what you're looking for. And basically you meet whatever the fuck I'm saying, how it works, whatever, of a person who's looking, I'm saying, who has the same interest as you. That's what I was talking about by cutting out the middleman. So it's basically like, if I'm on here, I'm on like my profile, whatever, how it works is I'm on here for this. I'm on here to do this, and saying that's what it is. And everybody who meets me, this is what I'm here for. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. Cutting out the middleman, like all the shenanigans and all the, I'm saying, small talk and everything like that. Skip that, and it's basically like, all right, this is what we want to do. All right, come through, or something like that. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's not what it's for. Demario, you're on Tinder. Is that?
Yes.
That's not what the platform is built for, but I think Demario's point was most people are up there looking for just a quick.
Well, I won't say most people. I won't say most people, because so I was talking to someone who works out here, and she's 22, 23, around there. And she told me, I was like, yo, I'm not getting on Tinder, because I told her, you know, I don't know nobody out here. She's like, oh, get Tinder. I was, I'm not getting on Tinder. That's the hookup app. And she goes, actually, it's not that anymore. She said, especially for people among my age, it's not that anymore. Like, people are getting married from Tinder. That's what she said to me. So I was like, all right, cool, I'll check it out. So I get on there, and she's right. Like, a lot of people are looking for something, but there's still a lot of people that are just looking for a quick bang. So it wasn't everybody like I thought. I thought that's all it was.
Yeah. So exactly what Demario is saying. That's my take on the platform. So the platform isn't built just for, hey, I'm up here for sex, but there's a lot of people who are up there finding love on these platforms. But would you feel more safe with the background check? But with the hooking up and shit, like, that's just certain people's personalities. Like when you build your profile, you can say recently divorced, looking for, love or looking for a relationship. So they kind of partner you with that. And it's kind of built for like a busy person, someone who's working all the time. DeMario, new to a city, don't know, like someone like me, new to Houston, don't know anyone, just trying to get, some people use it for networking. So it's not built for that, but niggas is kind of finding their way out. So hopefully with the background checks, there won't be that many people, those many creeps to be able to have a profile, whether they're male or female.
It's funny, like a lot of times people will put FWB, and I found out later what that meant. It means friends with benefits.
Friends with benefits. I'm about to say fuck with fuck with a bitch.
fuck with your boy. Fuck with your boy. Or fuck with a bitch. Fuck with your boy. Fuck with your bitch. Let's go. Fuck with your boy. Fuck with your bitch. Fuck with your boy. Let's go.
A lot of people put that, but the weird shit is some people won't even put that, and it's still that. And you're like, you lied. Like, you just lied me.
You dishonest.
You bitch made disloyal.
I'm saying, but I always seen that. I used to hear about motherfuckers cleaning up on Plenty of Fish. You know, that's still a thing. Tinder and everything like that. And I'm like, yo, yeah, it's a way of saying I'm cool with a one night stand. Don't judge me.
It's not that.
I know what I'm saying. But it's just like it's easy to put that as your profile or put that on Tinder or Plenty of Fish or whatever than saying that in actual real life without a person looking at you and judging you like, oh, this I'm saying this bitch, oh, you know what I'm saying? Or this nigga nasty. Because all he wants is a one night stand, whatever, and he's cool with that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, I looked at that as that's what that was. It was cutting out the middleman, and it was getting to the point easier and quicker without going through the shenanigans and whole role playing of, hey, let's go on a date, this and that. Nigga, we both know what the fuck we want. We know we don't want this. Let's just do it. That's what I thought. That's what I thought that was for. But then you got like the meet.com shits, whatever, the mingle, whatever like that. Now I thought those were for the, hey, I'm trying to look for somebody online, you know, to build a relationship with and everything like that. Those match.coms, whatever I'm saying, whatever those are. And then I thought like the Tinder and the Backstage, whatever the fuck they all called, that was for, yeah, we just trying to hook up. That's what I seen it as. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, the back. but even with that, like all the background checks and everything like that, you still don't know what you're getting into because someone could probably use someone else's information.
But the point of it is, it's one step more towards safety.
I get it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
It's like getting a gun, like, but you still don't know what's like if you're gonna shoot them and kill them or shoot them for safety. Like, what the hell?
No, but I'm still like,
a gun ain't gonna stop no bullet. You know?
Yeah, you still died just as you got a gun. I got a gun in my house, but you died. Yeah, with the gun in the safe. It's okay. It happens all the time. But
speaking of guns, that's like a big thing. Like, what do you think about the gun laws that they're trying to pass and everything like that? They're trying to get like AR-15s and big assault rifles. They're trying to get them out of here.
A lot of people are like freedom nuts, and they're like, "Oh, my freedom, my freedom, my freedom." And I'm one of the people who I feel like I will sacrifice a bit of freedom for safety. That's the way I feel about it.
My thing is, I understand. Like people say, what do you need an assault rifle for? They say, what do you need a gun that could hold 30 shots, 50 shots, and shoot 60 bullets in 60 seconds or whatever? My thing is, if you got a couple motherfuckers coming after you sometimes a regular handgun or a shotgun ain't just gonna get it done.
Get
or you can
what
stay
done?
fast enough to defend yourself. So I understand what the assault.
Why do
rifles
you
are
have a
for.
couple motherfuckers coming at you?
I'm just saying, like, hey, say
Video
motherfuckers trying to
game.
rob, motherfuckers trying to rob my house. I'm saying motherfuckers trying to rob my house or something like that. They probably heard I came up. They want to come up in my crib. Like, people rob people.
So if 3 or 4 guys come into your house, a handgun is not enough to defend against 3 or 4 guys.
Maybe not.
This isn't Shatas.
If listen, if a burglar comes into your house and you shoot one time, all of the burglars are leaving your house.
Not if they got guns too.
Oh, then they're not burglars. Then you got a hit squad on you. And if you got
Who knows?
and if you got a hit squad on you, what did you do to get that hit squad on you?
The purpose of assault rifles are to defend against multiple offenders. I get that. And sometimes motherfuckers ain't crack shots. If I got a 38, let's say if I got a 38 revolver, I got 6 times to hit somebody. I got 6 times to hit 3 people in vital places. And if I'm not the best shot, I mean, 2 might get hit in the leg or something like that. The other might still come for me. So therefore, you know what I'm saying, AR time. Let me say spray.
Look,
get the niggas out of here.
I am not a freaking liberal, whatever, but there is no need for a motherfucking assault rifle in people's homes.
And the thing is this.
But as long as they're legal and somebody else got one, you best believe I'm gonna have one. Because if the next man got one, I'm gonna have one. Just because I don't want to have to contend with him and I ain't got one.
Yeah. And also too, it's like they're making these gun laws very, I'm saying they're making these strict gun laws for people who want to obey the law. But for people that don't want to obey the law, it's like, what's the point? Because if I'm a criminal and I have access to get a fucking AR or to get some type of Uzi, MAC-10, whatever, I'm saying whatever it is, all those gun restriction, gun laws shit don't apply to me.
Yeah, but all right. So here's the thing. I agree with you wholeheartedly. Like with the whole trying to disarm law-abiding gun citizens, it's absolutely fucking ridiculous. Because to take the guns out of a person who did it, to take the guns out of the hands of a person who did it lawfully, is foolish because the lawbreaker still has their gun. It's completely foolish. Completely foolish. But restrictions on who can get guns absolutely has to happen because any Joe Schmo should not be able to get a gun.
No, of course not.
It shouldn't be because some motherfuckers shouldn't have a gun. Like just like some motherfuckers shouldn't have a driver's license. You know what I'm saying? Some motherfuckers shouldn't be able to fucking, I don't know, watch your kids. You know what I'm saying? Some motherfuckers shouldn't have a gun.
And
a lot of these shouldn't be able to reproduce.
A lot of reproduce.
It's true.
That's shooting up clubs, having guns, kind of the same thing. But a lot of these mass shootings that happen. That's kind of nice, right? I had one. See Demario once. Okay. Like a period once a month. No, that wasn't good either. Okay. Next
God, stop. Stop.
Okay. So a lot of these mass shooters, right? These people that are able to do it, they're actually purchasing their guns that same day and going to do it. So like you guys are saying, they shouldn't just be able to walk up in a store, purchase, let me get this, and then go shoot up this high school, this middle school, this business office, like, you know.
And that's all I'm saying. We need to have it so that, I mean, the whole thing about the psychological evaluation piece, I think that makes sense. You should have to go through that to get a gun. Like,
and then I do agree, certain guns don't need to be on the streets. Gun safety is different for me because I lost a lot of people to gun violence, whether it's been between injustice or just even black on black crime, so to say, or inner city crime or just city crime, whatever. So I have like a different judgment on guns, but if they're going to be there, I think you definitely need evaluations. I think you definitely need background checks. I think you definitely need steps to be able to get a gun and then training with the gun so you actually know how to use it. So not only are you able, just because you're mentally able to purchase a gun, can you physically shoot this gun? Because some people fuck up and don't know what they're doing and kill children, don't have stuff on safety. You know, there's things that happen. So
I mean,
there needs to be more things in place.
Mhm. I mean, I guess I'm just looking at it coming from a different perspective because I mean, yeah, I've been involved in, you know, city shit, you know, when it came to like, I'm saying when it came to gun situations and everything like that. Me being licensed and able to get what I was able to get to protect myself was cool for me. But at the same time, you still have motherfuckers on the street that had some high power shit that didn't give a fuck about no gun. I'm saying they didn't fuck about no gun license or doing shit the right way. They had bigger guns that I had access to get whatever to protect myself. So that's why I'm saying that like these laws don't make no fucking sense. You see, when it comes to that, and regardless, even if you put them shits, I mean, even if you get rid of assault rifles and everything like that, still ain't gonna matter because they'll always find some other way to create some type of mass destruction or some shit like that.
But it does matter. It does matter. It's a step towards a safer place. If it is harder for a crazy wacko to get an assault rifle, the world is a little bit safer today. A little bit. Simple as that. If there's a crazy guy who's going to shoot up a church or something, and it's a little bit harder for him to get an assault rifle, the world is safer.
Yeah, getting an assault rifle the right way. I'm talking about the people who don't care about that. It's what I'm talking about.
But I'm talking about people who get it the right way and go shoot up buildings. That's what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
If a person is going through the street channels, that's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about gun laws. We're not talking about
guns. Period.
We're not talking about the accessibility to guns because if in that case anybody could get a gun at any point in time, they just have to do enough digging and they'll get what they're looking for.
And that's why I'm saying that. And that's why I'm talking about how these gun laws are irrelevant. Because if someone wants to create some type of mass destruction,
so because a person could get a gun illegally, we should make it just as easy to get it legally. That doesn't make sense.
No.
Because hold on. So what you're saying is the gun laws are irrelevant because if a motherfucker wants a gun, he'll get a gun. That's what you're saying.
Basically, yeah.
Right. Basically, that is saying we shouldn't pay attention to that because it's irrelevant, and that's foolish because it still matters. How easy it is to get a gun legally still matters.
Well, all right. So basically what I'm saying is that, yeah, there should be some laws and some restrictions and everything like that. The mental health part and everything like that, cool, definitely. But what I'm saying is that do not make it harder for law-abiding citizens to get access to certain guns to protect themselves and protect their homes.
But some law-abiding citizens are fucking wackos.
They are.
So it needs to be harder to get. Now, do I believe that we should take guns out of the hands of law-abiding citizens? Absolutely not. But what I'm saying is there's certain people out there, there should be some sort of screening, some sort of way we decide who can have a gun. There needs to be something like that.
Definitely.
Something like that needs to exist.
But I just see that, but even with that, even when you're talking about how the government could decide who gets guns and who's not, I definitely see the race part coming into that too. I definitely see a big race disparity and disadvantage coming into that
and even with that, it's still a good idea to have restrictions on who could get guns. Because let's say it becomes harder for me, a black man, to get a gun, right? It's still harder for Dylan Roof to get a gun. So I'm still a little bit safer.
No, but what I'm saying is that it'll basically come to a point where this is a disadvantage. You have the disadvantage of amount of black people that I'm saying that can't get guns, opposed to the amount of white people that could get guns. That's what I'm talking about. How that would come into play when they say, "Hey, we could decide who gets guns and who doesn't," because they're big.
Yeah, but there's a whole bunch of other things that are happening with that happen already. As far as just the knowledge, like in the hood, we didn't know that we could just go get guns.
Right.
We didn't know that. Like we didn't know that you could just go down to the police station, fill out a paper, go to a class, pay the thing, and get a gun. Like we thought you had to go to like the Air Force or some shit. Like you had to go to a Men in Black building. You know, so we thought it was some crazy shit. So as far as trying to keep black people unarmed, that shit is already happening right now. Like that's already happening. There's certain systematic things set up to keep us from not only guns, just anything in that world. You know what I'm saying? Like we We don't know that we could go get our pilot's license. We don't know that, you know what I'm saying? We don't know that we can save our receipts for a year and take it off our taxes. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of shit that we don't know already. So if they tighten up gun laws and it gets tighter or a little bit tighter for the white folks and a little bit tighter for us, that's to be expected at this point.
I mean, because the reason why I say that is because every time there's a mass shooting, somewhere in that talking piece or whatever they're explaining, Chicago's mentioned. It's always Chicago's mentioned. But I'm like, all that gun violence that you see in Chicago, that's not lawful gun violence. Motherfuckers getting caught with like 100 shot drums and shit for a fucking assault rifle.
But the point is, I know, but those guns are coming from lawful gun owners. Lawful gun owners are selling guns to young black kids. You know what I mean? You saw Strapped.
I mean, yeah. And it could be
you saw what Ben was doing. You saw what Ben was doing.
Yeah, it could be military shit too.
Ben wasn't military. Ben just had a federal firearms license, and Ben was selling automatic weapons to black kids out of the trunk of his car. And it should be definitely, Ben should not be able to sit there and own the guns he had. He shouldn't have been able to. Like, if
you had a federal firearms license,
go watch Strapped again. At one part, they said, "Hey, he can have those guns." And then the dude from Terminator, Michael Biehn, he was like, "So he's not doing anything wrong. He's just sitting there with all the guns in the world." And the other cop goes, "Yes, and that is his right." So that movie right there was trying to raise awareness to a problem. The fact that this guy can legally buy enough guns to supply a small country, that's a problem.
Yeah, it is.
That's a problem.
Definitely is a problem.
Because why? Like, why does he have this? Like, now, I get it about the whole freedom thing. I do feel like you should be free, but in my opinion, there's certain freedoms that we have to sacrifice for safety. We sacrifice freedoms every day. I do not have the freedom to walk outside naked. I don't have the freedom to walk into the pizza shop downstairs and just grab a soda out of their fridge. There's certain people don't understand that. There's certain freedoms that we sacrifice every day for the greater good. So we need to think about that when we talk about this whole freedom shit.
Man, I'm not even talking about the whole freedom piece because I'm
not saying you are. I'm not saying you are.
Because even with the Second Amendment, I mean, if they go back and revise that, I'm pretty sure they will revise it when it comes to the gun part, because you look at that, no one was thinking freaking in the 1800s they would make a fucking AR-15, a gun that could fuck. Well, then again, you got the miniguns and shit, and the Gatling guns and everything like that were made back then too. So
yeah.
So I
don't know. I just cannot understand. I see both sides. If I'm a person who owns an AR-15 and I'm like a law-abiding person, I use it I just think it's cool. I just have it because I think it's awesome. And then someone tells me, "Yo, you shouldn't be able to own that." I understand that person. I do. Like, how you gonna tell me I'm not doing anything? But I also understand the fact that there are certain people out there. There's a lot of people out there who do horrible things with that AR-15. So maybe they shouldn't have it. But then again, there's a lot of people out there who do horrible things with these scissors. So should these scissors be outlawed? You know what I mean? So I understand people's point of view. I just feel like there's certain things we draw the line in different places. And I'll say scissors is cool and automatic weapons are not. That's personally the way I feel.
I get you. I'm 50-50 with it. I get both points and everything, because it is scary when you hear about a person getting confiscated over 1,000 guns, and each gun that they have over 1,000 rounds of ammunition, and some of those guns are automatic guns, all kinds of automatic shit, and you're like, damn. I get scared when I hear that, but those people are literally, those motherfuckers are selling that shit. Period. Or getting ready for something.
They're not getting ready for anything, because if I'm but look at it like this. If I'm one guy, how many fucking guns can I carry if some shit pops off? Anything more than you can carry is to sell. Like, that's it.
Yeah.
Or you're just one of those nuts who likes collecting them, which makes sense too. But if you sit there with 1,000 rounds of ammo for each weapon you own, I have to guess you're scraping serial numbers and selling that shit. That's the way I feel about it.
Well,
And I feel like that's how guns get in the hood for motherfuckers like that.
unless you got those end of the earth. I mean, the end of the world, end of civilization people.
Yeah, those doom preppers.
Yeah,
those doom preppers.
That's what I'm
but again, if you're one person, how many guns can you carry?
Son, them doom preppers, they have a whole bunch.
Like I'm saying, let's say I have a family of 5, and I hang out with a gun nigga out here, and he tells me, you need 3 guns. If some shit pops off, you need your assault rifle, your handgun, and your
shotgun.
Your shotgun. And that's what you need. If some shit really pops off, that's what you need, right? Anything more than that is not only unnecessary, it's unusable. You can't do anything. You can't run with 6 guns on you. You can't carry 1,000 rounds of ammunition on you. So if a person is sitting in that kind of hardware, you have to ask, what is it for, bro? What are you doing with this?
Yeah. It's always that. But I'm just saying, though. Yeah. Now I hear that too, from a lot of gun owners, the 3 guns and everything. But they also talk about the doom prepper shit, and if the so-called civil war happens, you have to have about 1,000 rounds of ammunition for each gun to last.
Right, and that's to hold up your homestead. That's the homestead thing.
Exactly.
Like if they're coming to your home or whatever.
Yeah.
And so for me, I think these motherfuckers are crazy.
I get it.
These motherfuckers are crazy.
I get it.
A lot of motherfuckers believe that the government is about to kick down our doors one of these days and say, "Hey, everything in here is mine. Give it to me." They don't have to do it before. But they don't have to do that. You know why? Well, because they already got it. Everything in here is theirs. They got us already. They don't have to do that. Why, people talk about, I don't want a microchip in me. Nigga, you got a cell phone. You're microchipped. Everything about you is cataloged. Everything you like to do is cataloged. They know how much money you make. They even control us to shift us to where they want us to spend our money. The government is in total control, so they don't need to do anything else.
But that's where a lot of these people with the freedom shit talk about, with the whole freedoms and everything like that, and the restrictions on the guns and everything like that. Because if I have a whole bunch of assault rifles and I gotta register them, when it comes to neutralizing the threat or taking something, the government already knows what I have, so they're gonna equip everything like that to get I'm saying to get me the fuck out of here, or to get those guns out of my hand, whatever they're trying to do. So that's what those people are talking about as far as the government. I'm saying the government wants wants my information, wants to take away my guns and everything like that. So in case something happens and they want to take over, they have no threat to do that.
But that's the thing. They don't need to take over. The government has set each and every individual in this country. They've set a little terrarium for each one of us, and they said, you motherfuckers can do whatever you want inside that terrarium. Just don't come out of it. And then if we try to come out of it, they're not going to point guns at us and say, get back in it. They're going to say, don't you want to stay in that terrarium? Look, I'll put this in there so you want to stay there. Look, I'll give you this. Stay in that terrarium. And we will do it. That is the way the government controls us. So these motherfuckers talk about they're going to come with guns. That's not happening.
In a way it is, because in the Second Amendment, it does say every person has the right to bear arms in case a government tries to rise up. I'm saying some tyranny type.
And when the government wrote that, they wrote that because they knew we control these motherfuckers with other shit. And when they first built this country, they said that they were going to control the people through race by telling the poor white people, you're not as good as us, but you're better than the blacks. And then they went to the blacks and said, black man, you're not as good as a white man, but you're better than that black woman. They told the black woman, you're not as good as a man, but you're better than the kids. You know what I'm saying? They used that to control us. And then as we got sharper, they came up with sharper ways to control the people. So again, I don't think it's ever going to come to a physical gun to your head, do what we say, we're the government thing. They're way too clever for that. They're going to let us think that we're making choices by limiting our choices. That's the way it is. And personally, I'm kind of okay with that. Like, I do what I want to do on a daily basis, or at least I think I do.
I'm not, because when it comes to the government trying to control people and everything like that, the easiest way to control somebody is to disarm them, to whatever resources or whatever they have. Of course it is. Of course it is.
That's a trick, bro. The easiest way to control people is by letting them think they have control. That is the easiest way to control people.
But there's people that always will know that they will never be in control. The only way a person will be in control is if they could feed and give themselves food, water, food, clothing, and shelter. If they can provide that shit for themselves, if they can provide that shit for themselves to the point where we don't even need the government and everything like that, that's the hardest person to control. Because that person knows the government's in control. There's nothing I could do. But the thing is, I don't want to depend on them, because the way the government could take all this shit is to stop resources and everything like that. I'm not talking about disarm them when it comes to weapons, disarm resources and everything like that. You take away a person's ability to eat, you take a person's ability away to
but to what end? To what end though? Like, what is the purpose of doing that?
Nigga, you talk about this whole, they talking about this whole New World Order shit. Yo, you get the person saying to get the government under one rule and everything like that, there has to be steps of disarming. In order to
but to what end? Like, if the government is going to take away our ability to sustain ourselves, what is their ultimate goal?
To keep the whole world under one faction. Basically, if you have one person, hold on. If you had the person say, if you have one person calling the shots for everything, there's less hassle of this, there's less hassle of that. Everything's easier. Control is like the ultimate power. And
what I'm telling you is they already have that. I'm telling you that happens already.
I'm telling you they don't.
That happens already. Because it's just like I said, they set a little terrarium for us to live in and said you can do whatever you want inside that terrarium. And that's where we stay. Most of us, we stay there, and that's what we do. And most of us are happy to be in there. Some of us who are not happy to be in there, we are the rabble rousers, and they try to come up with ways to shut those people up. But for the most part, most of us are happy to live in a little piece that they told us we can live in.
And why? And why are they trying to silence those people that are rebel rousers? Why are they trying to do that?
Because they don't want that mentality to spread. They don't want people to be unhappy with what they've given them.
Exactly, to lose control.
Yes.
Because they don't got a whole bunch of it. And that's why they silence a lot of these big
wait a minute. Hold up. Hold up. Wait a minute. You just said to lose control. In order for them to lose control, they'd have to have control, which is what I said they have. They do have control. The government, whoever runs this world, they set things in order for us to move in a way that they want us to move. And that's what we do right now. The only way it would ever come to the door with our guns is if the people who are those rabble rousers, if they start to revolt, then maybe we would get to that place where they start coming up with but I mean, I don't understand what's the point of revolting, because if it's like if your mom says to you, hey, listen, you can do whatever you want as long as you do these things, as long as you want these things. Like, you can have whatever you want as long as you want these things. And your mother says that to you. But then you look at those things and you want those things. She's controlling you still by giving you something and telling you you better want these things. But the things you want, so that seems like fine. I'll accept that. And that's kind of what happens with the government. They'll tell us you can have what you want as long as you want this. And most of the time, what we want is, yeah, sure, I'll take that. Cool.
But you just said it yourself. If my mother's saying that, hey, you want this, and everything like that, as long as I'm under her rule, I'm saying, as long as I'm under her roof and she controls the way I eat and the way I live and the way I clothe myself, she will have total control. So that way she could do that. But the moment I decide to be like, no, fuck this, I don't want this, she don't got no control of me because I'm providing my own thing.
Right. And my point is still why. If the only reason why you will go against it is to simply go against it, I understand that. I don't agree with it. That's all I'm saying. And if you're saying I don't want your limited choices. I want unlimited choices. I understand that mentality. I don't agree with it though. You know what I'm saying?
But my thing is, also her way of thinking of how she feels I should live, maybe not be suffice for me, and maybe I don't want that.
But that's my point. That's my point. But that's my point. My point is, what if it is? What if it is? What if the person who's in control of you offered you things you wanted? Why would you ever go against it? Some people will go against it simply because they don't want to be controlled, which again, I understand, but I don't agree with.
But how many times has your mom suggested, how many times that your mom wanted you to do something in a way to the point where you knew that wasn't the way to do it, or you knew there was
that's not my point. I agree with you on that. I agree with that. So we don't have to talk about that. My point is, what happens when the person who's in control of you offers you things that you do want? That's my point. That's the way I think the government controls us now, is by offering us things that we'll want or settle for. You know what I'm saying?
They're saying some motherfuckers don't want to settle. I'm saying some motherfuckers don't want to settle for things because some people feel,
and that's my point.
Some people feel that they're entitled to more.
And that's what I just said. That's what I just said. And that's what I just said. So I asked the question: would you not take the things that were offered to you simply because that's all that was offered to you? You know what I'm saying? Me personally, if the person who was quote unquote controlling me offered me 3 options and I liked all 3 options, I don't see the point of trying to say, nah, chill. I'm not going to take what you offered me. I want to go and get something else that you're not offering me just on principle. Again, I understand that mentality. I don't agree with it.
I'm just saying, but there's certain ways that the thing is the government be like, yo, I'm going to provide for you, so you have to depend on me regardless. Yeah, these are some good things that I'm saying that you may need, but I'm going to give them to you the way that I want to. And motherfuckers have no choice. Nobody, has no choice because they have them saying because they have to depend on the government.
Nobody wants to feel like they're being controlled, but the fact is we are being controlled.
And I'm not all the way cool with that.
I'm not all the way cool with it either, but at the same time, like I said, on a daily basis, I live my life as I please, or at least I feel like I do. So I'm okay.
I mean, it is, but like I said, but I get why motherfuckers want to do that, but I definitely feel that this is, with the whole gun laws and everything like that, it's one way for them to gain total control.
Is 30 or older too old for a woman to start her whole phase?
No. If you never had your whole phase, you have it at any point, in my opinion.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
If you didn't get to have your whole phase, you're entitled to it. Fuck all that. A lot of times when I was growing up, I saw women who they had their kids in their teens, and they went home and raised their kids, and then they in their late 30s, early 40s, and I'm a hoe now. And go ahead, do your thing. Do your thing.
Stick a broom in your butt. Tell you, go ahead, boo. Oh. Exactly. So Kylie, you're the same?
Yo, yeah, I don't oppose to that at all. 30. I mean, yo, ain't no age limit to start the whole phase. Ain't no age limit.
Ain't no age limit.
As long as you grown, you doing everything you want to do.
And I would even encourage it to be when you're older, because when you're older, yeah, you ain't gonna get the big 3. You ain't gonna get fucked up in the head like love. You ain't gonna get STDs, and you ain't gonna get babies because you already are wise to those things, or you should be.
Wow.
But
let's not do fucked up in the head, because I know a lot of people over 30 that's still fucked up in the head.
Well, I'm just saying, as much as a person in their 20s,
Yeah.
No, there's some people. Well, there's some people that
over
that
40
have that.
still over 40 still making the same fucked up in the head type of decisions. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, but would you say that those people were people that they just got their whole phase, or they've been in it since their 20s? Because I'm speaking about people who have who didn't get it and then they get it in their 40s. I imagine they're wiser, but I don't know.
In somewhat.
Nah, because you could have been with one person for like a good 15 years that could have mentally kind of fucked you up, so to say. Just so to say, you know, toxic people.
Yep.
And then when you get your hoe phase, you're still figuring it out through your hoe phase. Your hoe phase may take longer, but you're still figuring it out.
I heavily support harlotry, so I support it. Harlotry. So go be a hoe. Just make sure to just keep the babies out the street.
I'm here for it.
Go be a hoe.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I mean, you want to do that, you want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Yo, you're gonna play that role, play that role. You know what I'm saying? Don't front for me. You know what I'm saying?
It's like a young girl who's hoeing. She gonna have sex with you regardless if it wakes the kids. A woman in her late 30s, early 40s is gonna be, hey, you better shut the fuck up. My kids is in the other room.
They know how to move. What you saying? They know how to move. They just know how to move.
Like you're way too loud.
Hey, you better not drink all the Capri Suns. Those are my kids' Capri Suns.
They at school in the morning.
Ain't nothing wrong with knowing how to move. Ain't nothing wrong with knowing how to move. Gotta know how to move. I'm saying maneuver around that. But shout out to
that was it. That's all I got. Those are some things I've seen other people talking about.
All
right. So and also if you listen to the audio version, if you want to check out the full video, make sure you check out our YouTube, Barely Watching Podcast, no spaces. If you want to check us out on social media, Barely Watching Podcast, everything. If you want to check us out on social media. But that's all we got for today. I go by the name of Cobra Karate, sipping on this Coke. I need to get it popping.
It ain't even
I don't
rhyme.
gotta work. I know. I don't gotta work tomorrow. I don't gotta work tomorrow. I'm off till the 20th, so you know what I'm saying?
Hey.
I'm here to get it cracking.
Big flex.
To get it cracking. Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? Nigga,
NJ
get better.
Your big flex was Hawaii.
I know, right? Mr. Hawaii. Mr. Kiki.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna go to Honolulu. Come on, I want to Leia. All of that.
Leia.
I know her. Tell her I said what's up.
I'm gonna go to Acapulco's. I'm gonna go to Cutalinga.
Cutalinga.
I'm gonna go all of it.
No, I'm saying you trying to get that Moana.
Yup.
You got no armor.
I know what's happening here.
Enjoy. It's gonna be so much fun. Take lots of pictures. The scenery is like beautiful, bro.
I'm probably not gonna take lots of pictures, but
take it in. You're gonna really like it. Like
I'll take a picture or two.
It be feeling weird sometimes taking pictures. I'm just not that guy.
Hey,
click. Just come from a different era. Just like we just never...
and don't get me wrong. Sometimes a mood strikes me where I want to capture the moment. You know what I mean? But for the most part,
that's not the first thing I'm thinking about to do. Like, let me take this picture. It's a nice thing. I'm just like, let me enjoy this. You know,
enjoy it.
You know,
but it's Hawaii, so I feel like soak it up for real.
Of course,
like go back.
Of course.
I still haven't planned to get my passport stamped yet, but that's coming up.
I know we have to make up your birthday. We got that.
Yeah, that's crazy. Our 40th was a waste. Our 40th was wasted.
You turned 40, nigga. I'm 27.
All right.
What you talking about?
Nigga, I love being 40 because I don't look it. So I'm all right with that.
What you talking about?
I'm all right with that. I still get caught in certain places. Let me cut all this off? Yeah. Let me see a card. Like, sure you can.
Oh, what?
His face. You know what I'm saying?
Cut all what off?
Clean it up a little bit. You know, just leave this and say, leave my saying.
Nigga, all you gotta do is wash your face.
You know what I'm saying? Cut this little off a little bit. Like, let's make it clean. Make it clean, Mr. Hall.
Okay.
You know what I'm
Sure.
saying? That's it. I'm out here getting carded out this motherfucker.
All right.
Yo, and speaking of being carded, you know that anybody basically born 1999 or 1999 is everybody's over 21. So basically what I'm saying is that when a person looks at the card, like for instance, like they carded me, they looked at it real quick, and I was just like, damn, maybe I'm gonna look at it. He goes, yeah, I seen the 19 on it. And I'm like, what do you mean the 19? He goes, everybody who's basically born in 19, whoever
Whatever.
19, whatever, is over 21.
Yeah.
I looked at it and I'm like, holy shit, he's absolutely right.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah. Motherfuckers that was born the year we graduated high school is adults.
Yo, that's what I'm saying. It's crazy. And I was just like, hold on, 99? Nigga born 99. Oh, nigga born 99 to 21. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah.
Y'all are old.
Shut up.
I'm not old. I stopped aging at 27.
I feel great.
Come
on, I'm hungry.
I'm saying names. Sign up your names.
Yeah, so it's D Mobile across the global.
It's Kishana dying of starvation. With my hat of, what did you say? Helmet of
Yeah, helmet of salvation.
My helmet of salvation. I'm dying of starvation.
What the hell does that mean?
Yeah, you don't know about the helmet of salvation. This is my helmet of salvation.
You see an army hat.
You see an army hat. I see a helmet of salvation.
Know what any of that means, for sure.
Nigga, Derek Jackson. That's Derek Jackson's wife.
Oh,
you gotta see the video.
I watched it.
For work today. All right.
You know what I'm saying?
We're out. Oh,
Sunday's
next Sunday's Easter Sunday.
What?
Next Sunday's Easter Sunday.
So what are we not doing?
No, I just thought about it.
Yeah. Oh. No, I'm here. Shit.
All right.
Ain't got no Easter Sundays coming.
Come in your Sunday best. I'm gonna wear a hat. Come in your Sunday best.
I'm gonna wear.
I'm gonna have a fan.
I'm wearing pink.
I'm wearing a hat.
I'm wearing pink.
All right.
Oh yeah, I do. It's gonna be a powder blue. Some powder blue over there. Some pastel colors.
All right, your shot.
And we won't have to find